wrongs on the island, right? And here's what my brethren said, right? All you need to clean it all up. The weed smoking while they are taking people out to the reef. The drinking while doing the same. The loud music when people go to the beach to try to enjoy themselves.
Yep.
The illegal vending. The nonsense happening at no man's land, which is what I spoke about the other day.
Yep.
The overloading of the boats, which is what I spoke about the other day too.
Yep.
And clearly the jet skis and their operations. Clean it, all of it. Clean all of it. Because you need to step in and say something. You need to put something in place for those boats. I tell you, I had a horrible experience going to no man's. Well, I was going to an island pool.
What is this? Yeah.
And the boat picked us up by by Pigeon Point. And going out there was going out was fine. You still smelling a little weed smoke in between. Nobody in our. Well, I personally don't have an issue with a man smoking a little joint wherever. Right?
Nah, no problem
But
with
you
that.
can't really be the operator of the boat. You know what I mean? You could be a partner, the operator of the boat.
Well, they're
Wherever,
smoking
right?
it like cigarette now, you know.
Yeah.
They want dice, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? And when we were coming back, my friends asked to drop off by No Man's Land, the area just opposite No Man's Land that could take you onto the main road from there. Where boats just dock there sometimes. Right. So they asked to stop there because at Pigeon Point, where they normally dock, it had 3 parties in Pigeon Point. So it had real traffic coming in and out and wherever. So instead of doing that, they tell the maxi, drop me, meet us by the shortcut area there. So we go reverse in the boat, drop you off there, and you can get the maxi and go back to the hotel. Right? So it would have been easier than dropping it in Pigeon Point and having to navigate to come into Pigeon Point with all those 3 parties going on and whatever, right? So we reversed. We done on the boat about 4 hours already. Just about 4 hours. That is inclusive of picking up, going to No Man's Land, going across an island pool, coming back to No Man's Land, and then going back to Pigeon Point. But the trip to No Man's Land, well, near to No Man's Land, opposite there, was to drop off the passengers and then before you go across the Pigeon Point, right? And the boat reversing, going in. And in reversing, going in, the boat take on water by where the engine bay is. Full of water. So they stop there now, they let off the passengers. And when time to go now, the boat can't ride because of the water in the bay. So they're scooping out water. They spend about an hour scooping out the water from the area there in the back of the boat.
Yeah.
Then they're scooping out water to throw it back in the sea. When it's time to get, right now we're going on 5 hours somewhere around there. I don't want to be on a boat for no 5 hours. I don't want to be on no boat for 5 hours. Unless it's a luxury yacht or something, I don't want to be on no boat like that. So the boat coming and the boat now, they're trying to figure out now how the fuel not coming to the boat because of the water in the back of the boat.
Right.
And I remember about 3 weeks prior, I remember seeing on the news the boats that sank. Because just before Tobago Carnival, they had 2 boats that sank, right? That went out and sank because there was overloading the boat.
Right.
The boat is holding 75, and I think they had 125 people on the boat.
Right.
Right? So the boat was heavy. And I remember hearing the captain and all the melee. I remember seeing it on Facebook, balling arm. Go to the front, people. All go to the front. Go to the front. Load up in the front of the boat. Because we get a little difficult in the back. And I remember hearing that from the boats and them that was sinking.
Right.
The 2 boats on 2 different occasions. Right?
But
So I say, but one boat just sank. And next boat now sank. And this boat now telling me going to the front. Go to the front of the boat. The boat that I ordered now telling me go to the front. So that just bring back that memory. And I'm like, what is going on here? What is going on here?
What is going on? Very simple. Isn't that no maths in that? This is long division. This simple 1 + 1, 2 + 2, 3 × 3. You know what's going on there?
What going on?
The same thing that went on with the cyclists.
Well, not designed for
Nobody
fit for
pays.
purpose.
Nobody pays attention to protocol and safety. Nobody. You
Yeah,
think
but
they don't,
Charlie and
you
them
think okay. You think that's key. These are okay. There are a lot of situations that you just spoke about there that we could deem avoidable deaths or avoidable.
Drama.
Right. It is avoidable. How is it avoidable? It is avoidable by applying the rules. Not so?
Well, I guess so, yeah.
Right.
You shouldn't
So,
go over a certain
If
amount
you
and all them kind of
don't,
thing.
if you don't overcrowd the boat, you wouldn't have that problem.
Because the boat wouldn't be lower down in the water.
Right.
The draft wouldn't be lower
If the
down.
jet ski operator in speeding or whatever he was doing like some clown,
Outer bounds.
right, then the child would have still be living.
Right.
Right? If the Federation and they had paid attention to the proper protocols,
They would have been using that truck in the first place.
right, and the cyclist would have still be alive.
They're going Couva.
If the people on the road obey the law of the road, because let me tell you something, if you doing 100, 100 is a reasonable speed, right? If you are doing 100 or below, and you are driving with a teacher and driving when you're driving behind a car,
4 car lengths.
thank
Yeah.
you. So, right, now we know that that's not applicable in reality with the amount of cars on the road, right? Otherwise, you would have vehicles back up all Dr. Shagarabas from these, right? But I'm saying, even if you stay, you don't have to stay 4 car lengths, but let me just say a reasonable distance behind the vehicle in front of you.
Right.
At
One
100,
that they could stop in ample time.
where you could, right, so you can maneuver yourself to avoid
Right.
if anything happens, right? Because that is why they say 4 car lengths. In case something happens in front of you,
They could pull out.
you could pull out, and all of those things are in place to preserve your life.
Right.
But what we like to do, what man like to do on the highway,
Right up on
ride up on your bumper. So if anything happen in front there, what does happen?
Your reaction time is poor.
Disaster.
And if you smoke a weed or you drink a rum or whatever,
Worse yet.
your reaction time is less.
It's slow because that's what alcohol and marijuana and
It
things
impairs your
does.
judgment. Yeah.
It's slow. It's only cocaine might have it alert because there's a upper. You
Yeah.
understand? Weed and alcohol is a donger.
yeah.
Cocaine is a upper, right? But on the other, but what I'm saying is, it is just a simple thing that we are rule breakers. We do not abide by rules. We do not live by rules. We like to break the rules or bend the rules, and this is what it is. Look at it. Go back to the same health inspector that shout out, "All you have problem with rats."
Yeah.
That is not professional.
So,
That is
yeah.
not. You can't show me no rule book
Yeah.
or no protocol book that a health inspector has in their training that tells them to pull up by a place of business while it have customers there and shout out, "All you have a problem with rats." There is no protocol that you could teach me or tell me that says that is proper. So we like to bend, and you know why we do it? Because we get away with that. Because we just get away with it. So we get away with it once, we get away with it
because in
twice, we
other
get away with it
places-
thrice.
Because in other
And it becomes
jurisdictions
the
of the
norm.
world, you can't do that. You can't do that in England. You
Why?
Can't, you can't. Because they didn't enforce it. They
That's
just have somebody
right.
there.
But what has happened when we enforce here?
We do what you want.
Is the wicked government and the
Yeah.
wicked police and the wicked this one and the wicked that one. And
Well, yeah,
Well,
precisely, yeah.
so is weight is all I want. All you want safe roads to drive on. You want the peace of mind to know that your son, your daughter, your child, forget yourself, your child have a vehicle, your child out on the road, and we have safe roads. You want that, or do you want to be worried about your child? But then again, you don't worry about them because you're telling yourself the worst thing going to happen until it happens.
Yep.
It is only you just only believe it will happen when it happens, you know.
Yeah.
And this is the problem. So if we don't come to the realization that certain things are in place to prevent, that is why
Yeah, but we're
working
not getting to that point.
But that-
okay.
that is why-
Farley Leonard run away. If 2 weeks before,
not just Farley alone,
well, Farley in this instance,
authorities on the road.
anytime in this
But go ahead. No, you talk. We go deep with that.
in this scenario here, you had two two incidents of boats sinking
Yeah.
because of lawlessness,
Right.
right? You have a prescribed amount your boat's supposed to hold. You doing what you want and you overload your boat. The 2 boats sink. Right? I don't think anybody died. I think somebody come close to dying, I think. somebody was sent to the hospital or something to that effect. But generally, what we doing? We just Farley and I'm supposed to put something in place till I end up in the back and I see it for myself. The boat reversing and put too much water in the bay and clog the engine or something to that effect. Nice. I had to come up with my wet self and walk up the road, jump up in the back. Good thing I could talk. I get a ride out to that road along, out to the main road, to the little jetty the way where there's meet, right. I had to jump in a van and speed out the road and get in a man car wet. Because I wet, properly well wet, you know.
That not making any sense?
And I had to jump in a car to reach Pigeon Point to get back my vehicle to come back to the hotel. And them kind of jokey thing. And like they're doing some understand what does be doing. And next boat pull up alongside that boat and sort of cross over that boat while they're digging out the water to go across. And I'm like, what is going on here? You know what I mean? You're supposed to be self-disciplined enough to know if you're running a business, you're supposed to do a thing a certain way. You know what I mean? And the owner of the boat was on the boat, you know, funny enough, you know, a white woman, you know. She was on the boat, you know. And I like, how you allowing people to operate in this manner?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And then no man's land is a kind of mad thing itself. With the man with the butter and the lobster now. And I like, buddy, come now, man. You can't say make a scampi sauce. You just putting butter on the thing and you're undercooking the lobster because people hurry. What is going on?
You're undercooking the lobster.
The lobster cook. 4 people bring back the lobster. 4 people bring back the lobster, you know.
Oh, God. Yeah,
they don't understand. Them kind of thing is a muscle, right? Shrimp and lobster. When you put too much fire in it just get rubbery and hard. Come now, man. You don't learn the culinary arts too.
Undercooked lobster.
4 people come back and boy, hey, this is lobster you cook, you know.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, what is going on here, boy?
Hey, let me ask people a bit of information here. If you're looking for a smart way to grow your savings for a limited time, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Credit Union is offering competitive fixed deposit rates of up to 4%. That is up to 4% guaranteed when you invest with a PCU fixed deposit. Visit any of their locations in Barataria, Arima, San Fernando, or Tobago to get started today. And for more details, just visit policecreditunion.com or call us at 612-4PCU and the PCU, where your future is safe. Now, we're just going to take a little pause for our calls here, and we're going to come back to the conversation, probably take a couple calls before we get to the 10 o'clock news and then the Naughty Corner. Yes, the Naughty Corner. So, hold on, hold some strain. We're going to be back in less than 5. Well, about 5. All right. No, less than 5. It's less than 5. Or keep it right here. It's 91.1 Talk City off the record. And Stephan and Mr X in your company.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1, your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
We could have been eating pitbull cake now.
Forget that.
But why so? Gosh, man.
Pitbull to eat sponge cake.
Man, no real people celebrate their birthday over the last couple of days here, boy.
Yeah.
And I gotta say good morning to one of our ardent listeners, Davy White. Davy White, good morning to you, wherever you are.
We.
She.
Who she?
Davy, yeah.
who
That is
she?
one of our, is the wife of somebody that met me.
Okay.
And then they tell me, boy, my wife is listening, but when they shout you out now, Davy White.
All right,
So,
Davy
Davy,
White, and hope you enjoyed your
yeah,
day.
man.
And hope
I
your
think-
day was special.
I think, listen, I'm going to tell you, all the advertisers out there in corporate Trinidad, this is fast becoming the number one mid-morning show in the country, yeah?
Yes.
Right? I think we up there. I think if they do a survey today, and we only 3 months older, but I think if they do a survey today,
Yeah.
they would be surprised to see where we are in this
Because we
time
come with the
slot.
real issues and the real facts, whether you like it or not.
And like the caller said yesterday, some humor.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we love the humor too. All right, and we
Must
was-
get them that. Must get
when
them
we start
that.
to share some licks just now. People just go all out in this corridor thing, eh, boy?
Yeah, they don't play.
Gosh, boy, that's why I didn't enter, you know. I can't do a presentation like that. You know, they cut a cucumber out.
Now that tend to.
They make a duck out of cucumber, you know.
Yeah.
No, how you going? You want me to compete with that? We could cook
I
the
can do
thing.
all them things, you know. I can do all them things.
You can do all of that?
All them things I can do.
But what
I can make
trouble is
rolls
this?
and things out of or, tomato and all kind of things.
Eh?
Yeah, I can do all them things. But I just don't like cooking like that.
Yeah, I don't like to cook. I like
don't
to eat.
cooking like that. Now,
I like to eat.
I love to cook when it's more than one person. Basically, like to cook for me and me alone for
Yeah.
a whole week. I not into this prep meals thing and have it in his fridge, and I not into that.
But I like to cook
You
never.
know, so if I go by my in-laws or anybody like that, I will cook.
I like to
But
cook
other than
never.
that, neither I love to cook.
I like to cook for nobody. I like to cook never.
But we must have all the ingredients. So I must have all my ingredients.
And you know what's the problem?
Yeah.
People just feel because I don't like to cook, it mean I can't cook.
Well, we get no evidence of that yet. Eh?
No, but they say he can't cook. It's not that I can't cook. I just don't like to cook. I don't like to. Here why I don't like to cook. You ever realize when you're cooking? And I realized that when I started to cook. You don't feel hungry when you put done.
Nah, it doesn't feel the
You
same.
don't feel
It
hungry.
the same.
So you don't feel to eat until down the road now. Because remember you're tasting, you might taste
I
thing
taste a lot of
wherever.
times.
And-
Okay, if I cooking a duck or cooking a wild meat or something, I just taste so much that when the duck done or when the
You ain't feeling for it?
I don't really feel it.
That is why I don't like cooking.
Yeah.
Maybe
rather want
I
somebody
should,
cook.
but maybe I should try. Maybe I should start to cook because then I wouldn't eat as much, and I might lose my belly. My belly might go down.
Well, I just
You know
practice
what I mean?
intermittent fasting, so I just
You only
three days
okay.
a week intermittent fasting.
Oh,
So
you just
if-
do 3 days a week.
only 3 days a week. I just do intermittent.
It's not an
fasting.
everyday thing.
No,
This
it's not an
intermittent
everyday
fasting thing.
No.
I thought that's an everyday way of life thing.
No. If I eat 8 o'clock in the night, which is the last time I would eat, the next time I would eat is 12 o'clock in the day. The following day.
So
That's
that's
my
why you just do
intermittent
3 days a week.
Yeah, because okay.
So
I
for
have,
the rest of the week, how you just eat?
I eat normal. I eat my normal 3 meals a day or 2 meals a day.
Right.
But I cut out all those extra meals and snacking and that kind of stuff. So I don't snack. I don't eat fruits. I don't eat these other things, right? That spike my sugar and that kind of stuff.
Right.
So I okay. When your body takes in food, right? They have that window where it has to go through the digestive process, right? And the from 8 to 12, you don't have anything in the system coming down to the 12 o'clock because it would have digested the food from yesterday.
Midnight or midday?
Midday.
Midday,
At 12
okay.
o'clock. So if I don't eat from 8 in the night until next, I don't eat no breakfast, nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So my body just kind of use up that food as energy, and then when I take at 12 o'clock, it starts the whole process over.
Well, they say breakfast was invented to sell cereal, you know. No, they needed a market for cereal.
Well, I guess so.
And they sell cereal as a breakfast meal, but cereal is sugar.
Well, yeah.
So cereal is mostly sugar. No matter how they try to cut it to you. Oh, it have is oat cereal with raisins and blueberries. When they check the sugar content, it has sugar in it. Everything has sugar and flour in it. So I don't know how, you know. But I just think you eat in moderation. I mean, a lot of people have different strategies. I know about carnivore diets. I was on that for a little while. I actually started to see some results from that, but I couldn't keep that up, boy. You gotta give up everything else, you know.
Wait on.
Carnivore diet.
Carnivore diet is more from people like me.
A carnivore diet for people like you?
Yeah, or people who just lift plenty heavy iron, protein. Plenty protein is needed for muscle building and that sort of stuff. So you'd eat a more carnivore kind of diet. And for me, it would mean more protein in my system, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So
So it work
yeah.
well for me. Without
you have-
the carbs and all them kind of thing.
Right, you cut all the carbs and
yeah,
everything. Then you have keto.
Well, you have keto.
People are so about
is in
keto.
between. I
Yeah.
don't really like keto too much.
Then you have the intermittent fasting, as you say.
Yeah.
And it have all kind of different other diets and that kind of thing. But let me tell you something. I talking to a doctor, but the doctor I went to now.
Yeah.
I told her, she said it is fast and thing. I said, well, fasting is not a problem. I mean, I could go. The longest I went was like 18 hours.
No,
Without a meal, with just water.
Your body, so. You don't understand how your body works and how it takes in.
You see, I keep doing those things, but I'm doing it the wrong way because nobody never tell me how to do it.
Oh, yeah, but you don't understand how your body works. How the body in general, how it works. How it tricks the mind and the body goes into fasting mode, so it starts to eat the fat in your body and that sort of. You don't understand all these things, and then you don't understand why fasting and all these things is important.
Yeah.
You know
I mean, I do my little fasting like. Well, I had to fast to do the blood test, the 1900 blood test.
Imagine you eat 3 meals a day, and you only going off every 2 days.
Something had to be wrong with that, not so?
Something had to be wrong with that.
Okay.
Because all our food backing up in the system.
Yeah.
That's why your belly will be so big and that kind
But they
of
say
stuff.
too much fiber does cause that too, you know. Too much fiber could cause you to...
Fiber supposed to eliminate it.
Yeah, it's supposed to eliminate, but
food
too
faster
much
in the
fiber
system.
could constipate you.
Well, yeah, well...
Too much of anything will have will create a negative effects one way or the
If
other.
you're an oats man and
Yeah.
a nuts man and that kind of stuff, you're going to end up in problems.
You're going to end up in
But then you
problems.
end up with a lot of flatulence if you eat a lot of fiber.
Right.
So you will be pooping down the place
All over the place.
You know? So
No, but they have different. Everybody have a different method and different strategy. I think everybody body different. So what might work for you mightn't work for me.
right. Okay.
You understand? Because I was on the carnivore diet, but the problem with it, after about, I think it was about 4 weeks,
Right.
I started to see a natural shape kind of forming and my belly started to go down and thing, eh? But this was some years ago,
Right.
right? But boy, it was only thing like, it was only meat and proteins and that kind of thing now. And I couldn't eat no cake, and you couldn't eat, because the man had me on a trick. He said, you can't cheat. That's no cheat day.
Right.
He said, because from the time you put sugar back in your system, your body just started call for it.
Well, the sugar is what is
That's the killer. The
stress
killer is
system
sugar.
off, yeah.
But the thing is, when you stay away from sugar, you don't feel it, you know. The body don't call for it if you stay away from it long enough.
Yeah, but I get craving sometimes.
You'll get a craving, but maybe for a period of time.
I'd walk past sugar and sugar just call me.
But
He laugh.
no, but everybody like a little sweet thing. Everybody like a little sweet
I
thing.
didn't call passing sugar and sugar just call me.
No, but
My
everybody,
mind is just go towards a sugar craving sometimes.
yeah, and we are real. Well, let me tell you something.
And
We have
that's
a
how I ignore
high.
it.
That's the next problem we have in this country, and nobody seems to be understanding and want to address it. We have a high rate of diabetes,
Well, yeah.
in Trinidad and Tobago,
Yeah, but you know how to control it. You know, try your best to control it. You know,
It's reversible,
The
but
urges will hard, but not reversible. It just
nah, it's reversible. It's
you can keep
reversible.
it at bay. You can't reverse diabetes.
I know people who
You
I
can
know
keep it
a
at
fellow
bay.
who does reverse it.
Well,
He does reverse plenty things.
I'm not say that, but that's
Cancer
not-
and all.
That's not the truth. Oh, come on, man.
Cancer and all, I'm telling you.
Come now, man. The only way you can do that is alkaline in the body, and alkaline in the body after you get cancer is one of the hardest things to do.
Well, I know
If
I
you
know
just
a
use
guy who has
alkaline in your
done
body,
it. I know
if
a
you
guy.
wasn't alkaline in your body all the time, if you just use alkaline in your body,
Yeah, well, I know, but that's the next important point: the alkalining of the body.
if
That-
you
I
just
think-
so,
No, I understand what you're saying.
you just stay from everything, almost everything when you're alkaline in your body, to go in a zone like that, and eating raw food and that kind of stuff, raw nuts and that kind of stuff. If you just so,
I'm telling you, I
it's
know a
not,
man
it's not
who's
that
doing it.
easy. It's not that easy to do that. And the next thing is when you're going and do them thing, you have to be able to be consistent with them thing,
Yeah.
because consistency is what does bring you back.
Consistency.
And if you're not consistent and you can't continue your whole life eating nuts, come now, man.
No, well, that's the problem I had with the
don't,
carnivore diet.
people don't want them kind of problems.
So I had to get a more balanced diet. Right now on a calorie deficit diet right now.
Calorie deficit. What that means, you have to be nitpicking everything you eat.
No, but it works out. Well, I have meal prep taking place, right?
Yeah.
So what happened with the calorie deficit? What happens is they work it out by your weight and your height, right?
Right.
And it tells you how much calories you should consume a day. So once you don't go over that calorie consumption,
Right.
your body would be in a calorie deficit, so you would lose weight
Well,
because you're not you're not putting on
Well, everybody's
more
wired
calories than your body should
everybody's
take.
wired differently to it. So you have
Well,
to
I'm trying it.
You have to learn your body over time and
What?
know. Because I would have been an insulin years ago.
Years ago.
You know, if that was the case.
Yeah.
But I've learned to understand my body and try my best to keep it in a gear, because the other day I was crashing the other day after lunch.
Right.
And then you're crashing after lunch, that's not a good sign. That means you're eating the wrong foods.
Oh God,
at
but
the
I ain't
time.
real problems.
Yeah,
I just crash as I eat lunch. I just crash.
Yeah, no. Well, I was crashing the other day and I reversed that.
You reverse that?
Yeah,
How you reverse that?
by intermittent fasting.
Intermittent
A
fasting do that?
little more, yeah.
You know what shocked me with the intermittent fasting thing? And this is how I know this work. Fridge.
Well, he had
Fridge from
diabetes.
H2O flow.
Yeah, but he had diabetes too, so
I remember Fridge come for an interview by me years ago, boy.
yeah.
And I sit down there talking to the person, eh?
Yeah. And
Me
then
ain't no realize it's Fridge until after, you know. Because he didn't use the name Fridge, eh?
Yeah.
I talking to him, I said, but this man looking familiar, boy. It's after, about midway through the interview, I said, but wait now. But when he mentioned H2O flow, I said, wait now, Fridge, that you?
Yeah, yeah, you really get small.
And watch when the man went in the gym, watch me, and if all you know who we talking about, Fridge, from H2O flow,
He was like a big fridge and truth, a big
I'm telling you,
carbonator.
you have to move the door frame for him to pass through. You understand what I'm saying? You had to walk through a door sideways.
And
The man was that big, and if you see what that man
and
looking
that's why I
now,
keep saying that you have to learn your body over the years. You wouldn't
Yeah,
learn it when
yeah,
you're 25 and 35 and them kind of ages. See, when you sort of hit 50 and then,
Yes,
you sort of
boy.
watch back
And
and
I-
watch your life, watch how you was living, watch where you was eating, all these different things,
Yeah.
and adjust. Because everything, and if it's one thing at 50 you learn, is that everything that harms you is what you overdo. Everything that
yeah.
harms you. Everything in your life
even exercise.
that
you
you but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everything in your life that you did, watch back at the years at 25, 18, coming up the road. Watch all the things that harm you. Watch all the things that give you cancer. Watch all the things that give you lifestyle disease. It's because you overdid
You
something.
overdid something, yeah.
If you take everything in moderation, if you listen to them old people and them when they're talking, them elderly people, 100 years, 90, they would tell you that they never used to overdo.
Yeah.
Almost nothing they overdo. And that's why they live to such a old age with no ailments.
Well,
Because they never used to overdo. But we know, we just overdo everything. All them molly and thing where after fat man lie down in water outside
Yeah.
our fat, dog licking your mouth and all
Well,
kind
I-
of trippiness. We feel it's overdue.
But I always want to know how them fellas and them that passed through the 70s are still alive, eh?
Well, most
Because
of
the
them.
70s was acid and all kind of drugs, all kind of different drugs they was into.
Well, so long
was
they
the norm.
didn't overdo it, you would live a long life, right?
Everybody, imagine that a whole era where everybody's just getting high.
Well, that was in the 70s. That was in the Woodstock days. The Woodstock days, yeah.
The Woodstock days, why?
Everybody just getting high.
Everybody does on a high, boy. Everybody does, yeah, man, peace, and yeah, all kind of thing there. You know what I mean? That was we had some eras in the world, eh, boy. If you really go back and check it out, that's a real highlight.
But check it
Some
out. If you get up in the
interesting eras, you
morning
know.
and you like too much cereal, you like too much milk, you just end up with cancer most times, right? Because,
Serious?
yes, there's a study
Don't
that
tell me that I eat cereal and milk this morning. You know, I
there
had
is-
cereal and milk this morning. You know, I
there
mix.
is a study called Knives and Forks. It's Knives Over Forks. It's a documentary about a study of groups of people who took part in heavy dairy products when
Right.
it was at a certain time, and those people ended up
Well-
in certain places. Different things, right? So things like heavy dairy, you have a chance of becoming cancer.
But I know a
getting
guy,
cancer basically.
the same guy that had said his reverse cancer.
Uh,
He has always said, and I remember him saying this, milk
yeah.
is not for adults.
Milk and cheese and all them things.
Milk is not, no, but milk specifically. He said, you know, you see people going to grocery and buying milk. He said, okay, let me look at animals and how they operate, right? An animal is only feed on milk when it's a cub, when it's a baby,
Right?
right? But when it reached the stage of adulthood, right, it don't drink milk again.
Well,
So
that's
what is this
it
big man doing drinking milk? Milk is not for big people. Milk is for babies, right? So I think you're not supposed to consume certain things past a certain stage.
Look a phenomenon. A man get throat cancer the other day, and he never smoked.
Well, look at that.
So things like that,
These
and
are the things that
that
happen,
they
yeah.
had to ask a question as to why
Yeah.
and how and that kind of stuff, right? Because he's suffering with what's call it.
It go back to what we was talking yesterday, you know.
Which we had to use COPD.
COPD. My father had that.
I forgot. Yeah.
And wouldn't stop smoking, you know.
Wait, that people
It's
that,
like what kill him,
that,
you know.
that,
That
that
cigarette
people
really
that
kill
get
my
that and
father,
never
yeah.
smoke.
It's cigarette kill my father. I know
Second-hand
that.
smoke. Sometimes you may be wrong a factory
Mm-hmm.
that letting out a certain level of chemicals, right?
Yeah.
You have what is called acute and chronic exposures, right? Acute exposures is when you expose that chemical and then you start to exhibit symptoms right away. The wheezing, the coughing, the whatever, right? And then sometimes you're in a factory and you're working and you're inhaling microparticles of dust and thing, right? That going into your alveoli and staying there and building up over time. And then after about 10 years, you start to get a dry cough.
Yeah.
And you want to know why this dry cough.
Consistent cough, yeah.
They don't know that you may be working in a factory and inhaling these
certain
red
things,
oxide and
yeah,
all these
yeah.
different things. And it's staying in your alveoli, or your alveoli just filter out all those things. And if it goes into there, it stays in there because it's so small and particles. All these different things, you have to be paying attention to.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And watching and reading and understanding. 'Cause we do like to read.
Well,
By the way, we have Blue Line today.
Paul Nahus.
Yeah, Paul Nahus of Blue Line Academy, basically. And he is one of the chief instructors around the tongue. He's been endorsed by plenty people in terms of his training and his training of others, and also to your firearms permit and how to get along those issues. He'll be in today to speak a little bit on that issue. So look forward to that at 11 o'clock hour.
Gun munting.
Yeah, gun munting.
Bud munting. All right. No, but just before we had to take a short pause, but just before we take the pause, and we get up to the 10 o'clock news, you know, your health is your wealth, right? And
A lot of people keep saying that, but that is not what people practice.
without good
Unfortunately.
health, you cannot make money. Let me be real. You cannot having money. Anybody that tell you, right, that what's he saying? Money
So I'm gonna pull it up again.
That's now it have a saying, you know. People are saying, people is feel like they downplaying the need for money, right? I know the saying, you know. But anybody that downplays the need for money is a fool.
Well,
I'm sorry to tell you that.
I'll read it again for all those outside there, right? The Dalai Lama said,
Yeah, the Dalai Lama. Go ahead.
right, when asked what surprised him most about humanity, answered man, because he sacrifices his health in order to make money.
Money. That's right.
Then he sacrifices his money to recuperate his health.
Right.
And then he is so anxious about the future that he does not enjoy the present. The result being that he does not live in the present or the future. Right? He lives as if he is never going to die, and then dies having never really lived.
Right.
Yeah, that's a profound statement there.
Profound statement.
You know what I mean?
But-
Because we're
and-
working for money all the years of our life,
Exactly.
and we ain't realizing, but wait now.
And let me tell you something. The point I was trying to make is this, You just run down money and forget your health. You need to take your money, invest in your health, and once you invest in your health, you will make more money. Right? Because don't let nobody fool you.
Well, you ever check?
Life is easier when you have money.
You ever check businessmen?
Is that a fact?
Yes, you ever check businessmen? Businessmen, there's always be trying to do one thing. Buy back their time.
Yeah.
Time is the most lethal
Precious
thing
commodity
precious commodity you have
It's time.
in your life is time. And most businessmen just be looking for money so much that they're trying to buy back their time.
Yeah. Just trying to buy the way
You
they
see
have
that? You see that rock back? You see that rock back on a beach and just rock back and then a business to study?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is something that is precious.
Precious. Valuable.
With family and and that kind of stuff.
And this is where I've always had an issue with retirement age. I don't think your retirement age should be 60. I think your retirement age should be 50 or 55. For the mere reason that you're walking till you're 60. And when you're 60, what are you supposed to do? Enjoy what?
Well,
You're supposed to enjoy your life in retirement, having worked hard for your money.
but
Enjoy your
that's
life at
not
an
always
earlier
easy.
stage.
But that's not easier to that is easier to say than done, because most people don't understand. If you're not in your business, a business is supposed to be able to run on its own without you being there,
Of course.
right? And most people don't have that luxury,
Right.
right? Because people very dishonest outside there and all kind
Mm-hmm.
of mad thing going on. So you got to be in your business right through. You ever watch the Chinese and them? The Chinese and them always there and always have a child below the counter.
Yeah.
Always have a child below the counter. And that child that grew up in front of your eyes. You just be going in that Chinese restaurant from young till you're old.
And that child,
And that child that's growing
And
up,
all
growing
grown
up.
up.
And next thing you know,
they're running the
that
business.
child running the register.
Yeah. That's how it is be.
You understand? That's how them just live.
That's how it is be. But I'm saying, in terms of life and enjoying life, I think retiring at an older age makes no sense. I'm telling you, because from age 1 to 18, you're basically in learning and school mode.
Well,
Correct?
yeah, but you have until 75 is where you're guaranteed.
Okay, but hold on.
Where you're almost guaranteed.
All right.
Yeah.
Then from 18, let me say from 18 to 60. Let me check how many years that is. You're walking your tail off. Yes, you have vacation and whatever. But by the time you retire, good,
Yeah.
you're probably suffering from two different kind of pain or disease or some kind of thing that you acquire over a period of time.
Right.
Right? You are older, you are slower, and you don't know how many more years you have, basically. Although you could die at any point in time, but my point is, the older you retire, I think, in my opinion, this is me, the way I look at life, you have less time to enjoy that freeness. And I ain't talking about freeness of going and pick up anything in a store. We're talking about the freeness of living and enjoying life.
That's la vida loca, man.
You understand? I just find retirement. I want to retire at the age of 55.
Yeah, well, that's almost impossible.
Or I want to balance myself.
No, that
Oh,
ain't
that's
gonna-
not impossible.
That ain't gonna happen.
You mad or what?
That ain't gonna happen.
Let me get 2 contract now. Let me get 2 contract now. You feel like I had to be like them fellas and them and make a pong and a crong? I just want a few million, and I rock back, and I happy,
Well, that easier said than done.
I don't know what them want. They
Getting
like
a-
they want. I don't know what they
getting
want.
$1 million is done like that, you know. If
I
you're,
know,
if
I
you're not
know.
making the right investments and you're not securing your future,
I remember-
$1 million will done like that.
I know. I remember.
I ain't asking that, telling you.
A money man tell me already I'm a millionaire. So I'm in a conversation with him, and he asked me a question about money. And I said, boy, if I get 250,000 now, I feel I could work a magic. And the man watched me and he said, 250,000, Stephan. I said, yeah.
Don't waste a wish. Don't waste a good wish.
He said 250,000, and you can make magic with 250,000. He said, Stephan, 250,000
It's some change.
is money that get a girl to go shopping.
Yeah.
That what the man tell me, you know.
Get that two voice.
250,000 is money that is get a woman to go shopping, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That,
what we have?
that two voice no day. Play them.
We have to. I just on this one. I only have 40 seconds to play them again anyway. Alright, so I'll take this in and we'll come back with those 2 voice notes. And that will take us up to 10 o'clock news. Then we got the naughty corner. We're gonna open the phone line, take your calls. And we have Paul now who's coming in at 11 o'clock. So anything you want to know about guns and trainings and everything like that, you're gonna find out. Or keep it right here. It's off the record. Oh good lord. What do they? Alright, yeah. I don't realize what I do. Alright. It's off the record.
TNTech wants you to
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
At 8:05 p.m. with a replay on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. only on TTT. So we got a voice note here.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking.
Let's hear what he had to say.
Well, nobody here. So yet again, we are touching on culture. A lot of Trinidad's problems is a culture problem. It's a double-edged sword, you see. This culture we have here of being quite laid back, and everything is everything, and whatever is whatever. I often have little arguments with the older heads in my family and so on, that they embrace that because they see it as, it's their explanation why Trinidad never went to war, because we just don't take nothing serious. Well, that's a double-edged sword. When you don't take nothing serious, then you're not going to be taken seriously. And in this world, more and more, you need to be a nation that is taken seriously. When you go into industry, it has been a culture shock, because in industry, you have to take things seriously. When you want a rig, it's basically a bomb, right? And then another flying bomb coming to land on that bomb, meaning fuel. We're talking here about fuel. You have petrochemicals below and petrochemicals from a helicopter coming to land on your head on top. You have to take things seriously, right? And Trinidadians can adjust. It's not that we are incapable. It's just that there is no impetus to do it. No impetus from the home, from the government, even schools. A lot of that culture was driven by schools and what you learn in school and some of the disciplinary things you would do every day, right? Pledge of Allegiance, assembly, and you're singing certain national songs and all these things. Your hair had to be a certain way, and yes, some people would say, well, to liberalize things, we'll allow other hairstyles, but again, that's a double-edged sword, right? So that ain't gonna change now. What I think is happening on the governmental level, so we say different levels of society do things. The government's attempt to destroy and kill the hydra of government corruption, the programs, that there's an expectation, there's a culture that this thing is going to be corrupt. That's the only way it's going to be, and it is going to be a political weapon and a tool. It's not going to serve any real value function. That's the other thing, the other issue here. Value. The function of a citizen is to create value. That's why what X talk about there in Tobago, they're not about creating a value product. They're about a hustle. Right? Yep. So we have to get back into the culture. Well, we had it before, right? We need to get back to the culture of, of being serious, some degree of seriousness, not everything is carnival, we have these watchwords, discipline, tolerance, and production. They're good watchwords, but they never really were applied. You need to get back to that, and it will take time. But in the meantime, like I say, the government can do some things, the education can, system can do some things, but the home partner, is going to take a long time, because that culture, every generation, it gets worse. Right? But the good news is We're coming into a time when we need to be serious. So there's this old saying, necessity is the mother of invention. We are about to be at the center of a lot of serious things in this world. And it may force us to become serious once more. All right? So we'll see how it goes.
Well,
All right.
I don't even know if we have the capability. That's the problem.
If we have the capability,
If we have the capability to be serious.
is that mindset?
No, because we just taking, we just operating, and that can't be right. That can't be right. We had to do things differently.
Mindset ain't going to change over 2 days, or 2 years,
You know the concept of
It's a mentality.
the concept of there's a time and place for everything.
Correct.
I don't think we know that, and I don't think we could fix that. Some people do.
Some people don't. Yeah, time and place.
That's the time and place arrangement. We don't have that in us at all. And maybe, well, I don't even know if we could foster that. I really don't know.
Well, we're gonna find out in time to come, because the way that the administration is going to trying to kind of
To stem certain
to
things.
turn the wheel.
Yeah, but it angering people in
You will have that. Change will cause that,
Yeah, but
Everybody does call for change, but nobody does really want it, because when they're affected by the change, they start to push back.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's why if we keep bowing to that pressure, we're gonna keep spinning top and more and end up in the same place that we are. And next year will come, and the year after that, and 10 years down the road will come, and you and I will be sitting on this station here. Well, hopefully. And that depends on what happens 2020. But we will be sitting here probably talking about the same problems and the same issues and everything. So I just tell my audience that almost every day. I on television 12 years. And in 12 years on television, the conversation is the same.
Yeah,
It gets real. The incidents might differ because of the different people will fall victim to certain crimes or situations. So the names might differ, right? But the incidents remain the same.
But
The
okay,
issues
in
remain
my-
the same.
In my 17 years of radio, right? And
Hold on. We gotta get to the news. We done 2 minutes past. Hold on. We go get to your 17 years X. We all get to your 17 years, but let me get to the 10 o'clock news. All the naughty corner coming up after this. Hold strain.
Good morning. I'm Mary Timmins Bernard with the latest headlines to the hour. Prime Minister Kamala Prasad-Bissessa says
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device. at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what you need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
And so I got right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere.
It is naughty time. It is lick sharing time. It is carpet time. It is that time. It is wheel up your boomsy time. Yes, we're going to get those waves. Pull the pants tight. And share the licks. And the licks is here. You hear it. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. You know, he's a jump so in the principal office. Oh gosh. When you get the dean, oh God, dean.
I want video with a youth man only whining from that candle.
Oh gosh! Oh gosh!
It was in joke ways.
No, it's a bald head fella. I don't know the bald head man. We are not here to protect us. So when we get it is hurt. It is hurt a little bit.
Some good
carpet. The little cloud now, yeah, the little cloud.
Good carpet, the one.
So it's the naughty corner, people. We are here.
Carol, there was some good carpet. What do you think?
We're going to report on some naughtiness that has taken place over the last 24 hours.
All right.
We want to know what your naughtiness is, though. Who do you have in the naughty corner this morning? Let's go. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, gentlemen.
Yes, who's in the naughty corner this morning?
Boy, I'm not coming first, boy. Fresh off the press. I want to give the Rastaman who was our National Security Minister, Fitzgerald Hines. I wanted to give him relics. How much steps the ladders had them? The wooden ladders had?
The wooden ladders?
About 40, 39 steps.
How much steps did the wooden ladders had? How much steps the wooden ladder had? Boy, you know.
I wanted to give him all that, but you know why?
Fire service get fire truck now.
Aye, go to the other class. Give him look for me, give him for me, for you.
Yes.
Mr. X, the Prime Minister,
and we get Vemco
and Mr. Security Minister. Licks like rain for him.
All right,
man, some licks.
Yeah, man.
We get Vemco
Yes, you do that. Yes, man.
And we get what?
Vemco to fix 50 cars.
We get Vemco to fix 50 cars too.
Police car.
All them police cars that park up all the time and they wouldn't fix it. Hello, good morning.
Morning,
Morning. Mr. X and Stephan.
You just say it.
Who in your naughty corner?
Mr. Stephan and Mr. X.
Yes, take one for forgetting the names. Go ahead.
I want this man with this called Kingsley Station.
Kingsley and
what is his name again?
Sudat.
And Sudat, yeah, the flagship.
Yes, see that. And bad talking, Miss Kamla, leave it there. I want you to get some good tips.
All right.
Leave it there. And bad talking, Miss Kamla, and all that thing. And all this talking about Miss Kamla.
That's so. What about bad talking Kamla? I can't see Kingsley bad talking Kamla at all.
Yeah, what about talking about?
What is bad talking about?
What? Oh God, hold on. Take some for that.
Hello, you hear me?
No, I had to cut him off with that feedback. You want me to go deaf?
No, I ain't seen that. I ain't seen that happen.
Kingsley bad talk, the Prime Minister.
Yeah. I ain't seen that
Kingsley, boy?
Nah, I ain't seen that.
Captain UNC?
Yeah,
nah, man. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's Mr. Ralph Gonzalez?
Oh, gosh!
Yeah, we have to
yes! We now start to deal with him. Yes! That's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
that's what we talk. That man on the ball.
But that's what I hear.
Ralph Gonzalez.
A partner tell he.
Who?
And he reliably informed.
But who sent them to interview he? Who sent them? A Guardian Media? PLM3? All you hold something for that. All you go and interview Ralph. Here, Ralph now. The former Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has made a bombshell allegation claiming that Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister Sean Sobers was not barred or disinvited from the retreat in Nevis, but instead informed regional officials that he could not make the trip by boat due to seasickness. While Ralph Gonzalez was not in attendance in St. Kitts and Nevis in February for the last CARICOM meeting, they're losing, after losing the election in his country, he said he still has sources which are 100% reliable. Ralph, you alone say no in opposition in St. Vincent. You alone. What sources you have? You don't even nobody. You don't even company in the opposition bench.
Old source when we gave that.
Had to be. And why Guardian Media gone to interview a man who is not even a Prime Minister? He's not even one of the heads right now.
Hey, they find a man.
He wasn't even there.
A man in country custody in Tobago jet ski crash. Nice.
They catch the jet ski man?
Yes.
All the whole train we come into he. Yeah. Morning, who's in the naughty corner?
Yes, it's not Kingsley now. I'm talking about. It's leave it there. We call him Mr. Shortpan. Ain't no politics. He ain't no nothing about no politics. Only calling him Shortpan. And Mr. Caesar and telling him about Kamla and this and that. Leave it there. He wants some good stick.
Leave it there, the caller.
Leave it there. All right.
I want to know we talking about. I know.
Leave it there.
I know Kingsley wouldn't talk the Prime Minister. So
that sounds so strange.
I missed a flag bearer.
That caused Welsh to try and call me to this now, but Welsh I can't answer you in the naughty corner. Take something for that. Take something. Yes, what's going on?
Yes, I'm here, man. The naughty corner is the foreign news guy. He needs to get a few of them.
Who?
Ask him. Foreign news. Ask him if his president wish he should have won the Nobel Prize I'm asking who stopped the war between India and Pakistan. If you know who stopped the war.
All right.
Because he's a mini-me. He's mini-me.
All right. No
Yeah,
problem. Yeah, man. That's oh gosh, you go on there, right? So that's our foreign news.
Well, so you say
That's our foreign news. 6224911. We inside the naughty corner this morning. Yes, the jet ski operator that the police have in custody right now.
It's about time. Die foreign news.
Foreign news come back.
Die
Yeah,
foreign
foreign
news.
news don't go to shit. Yeah. Yeah, foreign news. Go ahead.
Morning, gentlemen. Morning.
Answer back.
Morning, Stephan. Morning, Nick.
Yes.
What getting licks for?
No, you ain't got no licks yet. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes. Anyway, hey.
The man shit some licks.
Hey, I wanted to ask you. Let you know. Western Europe is on the way out. And here's the bad news. Eastern Europe will show that they're much more stronger than Western Europe. You know the president of France, he needs licks that he accustomed getting. You know his wife just beat him?
What?
The president of France, Macron, we have video evidence.
His wife just beat him?
On the plane, before he step on the plane, she cuff him in the head, she slap him, and then he come outside smiling, coming down the stairs. Give him some licks. He accustomed getting it.
You get some Bella.
Yeah, it's on video. Go ahead and see it on YouTube. She run in France. Give her licks too.
Yes.
Who the hell she thinks she is? It's French anyway.
All right.
And by the way, Stefan.
Yes.
Could I hear the imitation of a jet ski again? How would this go?
The imitation of a jet ski? I didn't do the imitation of a jet ski.
You did earlier, X. Didn't he say them fellas them like to? And he made the sound.
Oh God, but I can't remember what he said.
He have the head fade. Give him a cloud.
All right, no problem.
He in the studio. Get the song now, man. You know how to do.
All right,
in the studio.
We go get
the sound effect. All right, fellas. Later.
Yeah, we'll get the official thing. Hello, good morning. Who's in your naughty corner?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning. Go ahead.
I'm a partner. I give a shipping man, Ralphie.
Oh, they Pinsy.
Ralph, yes. Shipping man, Ralph.
Yeah, shipping man, Ralph. Yeah.
I don't know if you know these twins.
We come on from.
Just he pop up like toast. He pop up like
I
toast,
don't
just
know
so.
if twin them is twin.
Just so you know.
I don't know. The corner will be packed up because I put in whoever advised Ralphie and the news reporter, I want them go in the corner too.
Yes.
Go in the corner. Get her to tap. To carpet for being a shipping man.
Yeah, man. You telling me, Ralph, nobody need interviewing Ralph in St. Vincent.
Yeah, them three.
St. Vincent media ain't want to interview Ralph. You Guardian media going and interview Ralph?
Yeah, they get him with the 15.
Now. Hello, good morning.
Gentlemen, good morning.
Morning.
Licks for Guardian Media.
Yes.
And all this so desperate and sexy. You only want to interview Ralph. We say nothing. But I come from them. Trinidad and Tobago Cycling Federation, and still my partner, wife, and children get compensated from the federation.
Yes.
They'll be forever getting licked in the naughty corner.
Of course.
Rowena Brown.
We can't forget them. Yeah, man. Yeah, they had to take something, man. Yes. The jet ski operator. Who is his name? The guy name? In the report?
Nah, they ain't get no name.
They ain't give no name in the report?
Les William report that he get held.
He get held?
He
get held?
He get held today, yeah.
He get held?
Yes.
He was held?
Yes.
He was held? They hold him?
Yes.
Where feel they should do him? Eh?
Game a beaten.
Did they still use the Cato 9? Eh? We have it here, you know. Eh? You know, you kill.
A flick of the wrist.
You hit. It's not as he said, me a old girl alone he hit, you know. It's not as he said, it's other members of the family get hit too, eh? But she get it worse.
Oh, okay.
And the man never stop. How you could be riding a jet ski, hit people and don't stop, boy? And how you end up in the swimming zone?
Among people.
How you end up there with a jet ski?
Chuppiness.
No, you gotta take that as 7-year-old child dead now. The family went to Tobago to have a nice time. And now they had a plan for a funeral. Come on, man. Better than that.
Because of your dumbness.
Yeah, your stupidity. Morning.
Morning. Yeah, boy. man snatched
No longer hear from poor man.
while he's bleeding, all is doing some with boy. And while they're going, listen to this. Listen to this.
They poor man?
Nah.
You no longer hear from poor man?
I ain't think the same. Yeah, be listening.
Come,
Who is this? Who is this?
Get rid of that now. Next caller. Don't waste time now, man.
Alright, but I don't know what that is. Anyway, you gotta get something for that.
You got elevator music.
We don't know where's that. We don't know where's that.
Music.
We don't know where's that. We don't know.
Elevator music. We trying to hear that.
No, but on that article with Ralph, right? That's what that article with Ralph, eh? Just imagine, right? This is the state of media in the country, right? Here the opening paragraph, eh? The former Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has made a bombshell allegation claiming that Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister Sean Sobers was not barred or disinvited from the retreat in Nevis, but instead informed regional officials that he could not make the trip by boat due to seasickness. While Ralph Gonsalves was not in attendance in St. Kitts and Nevis.
What you talking about?
In February, for the last CARICOM meeting, after losing the elections in his country, he said he still has sources which are 100% reliable. Well, they should have tell you that lose the election. They didn't tell him.
You predict that on a crystal ball?
They didn't tell him. They didn't tell him that reliable sources and tell him that lose the election.
Nah.
And he alone will have to be saying, don't get opposition.
They tell him that. He get a memo.
He went on to say.
Reach him.
Let me see something here, boy, as it goes down in the article. Ralph is claiming that Sobers is omitting key details. Let me call Sobers, sir.
Yeah.
Let me call Sobers, sir. Okay, I'd find out what you think about that. Just know, yeah? Let me take this. Let me take one more. Hello, good morning. Final caller in the naughty corner. I'm going to be naughty.
Morning, Stephan.
Morning, my dear.
Morning.
I want to put a man in a van who Ian showed yesterday afternoon. He actually drive and run over a dog in the middle of the road.
No, man.
Nasty man.
Nasty. Wicked. Evil. Human being. As a dog man, I have two dogs home. Ebony and, well, not Ivory, but Saddle. Ebony and Saddle. Yeah, morning. Yeah. One white and one black.
Also there's
yeah, man.
That Ralph, the former Prime Minister St. Vincent the Grenadines.
Yes.
Give him some licks for coming in total freedom.
Who is he? Who is he? Yavata Banka. CARICOM Tabanka, Yavata Banka, CARICOM Tabanka. Oh gosh, let me see if we get Super. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, Super.
No,
I have it. Let me call Subas. All that I said for the naughty corner this morning, we couldn't get on bad here now. Let me see if he answer.
Now you go answer.
Oh, who the phone busy boy? So he on the phone. Wait, he on the phone. There people he on the phone. On the Jesse, I tell the phone went boop, boop, boop. So you know he on the phone. Let me get Subas thoughts on this. Just now we go and call him back again. Hold on. Let me see if he answer. Let me see if he's still on the phone. Oh gosh, he's still on the phone. He must be talking to Ralph. Yes, now, hold on. We're going to get Sean Sobers for 2 minutes at least before I play with you. I know I'm telling all you. It's Bacchanal we like. It's Bacchanal you want. It's Bacchanal you go get. Let me take this call in the meantime. Hello, good morning.
Man, Ralph.
Oh gosh, take something. Don't call and hang up the phone. Right.
Obscurantis.
Right, you don't call. You don't know how to operate a phone, you know. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello, morning.
Yeah, morning. Who's in the naughty corner? I'll get one more.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to put some of the UNC callers and people. All of a sudden, they talk about life, but they talk about the right president of Guyana. Say he voted and the lady was not on top, and he supported the lady, but nobody talking about that. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, Ofan Ali. All right, but Ofan had to get something too.
Ofan getting too?
Yeah, Ofan. There's an article with Ofan here. Look, Ofan here. That's not. Hold on.
I didn't see that article.
Let me get the article with Ofan. Ofan could say what you want. I back in my PM. Right? I back in my PM. Hold on. Look at here. Regional leaders voice their position on CARICOM row. So Antigua and Barbuda Prime Minister Gaston Brong says his country will be staying out of the impasse between Trinidad and Tobago and CARICOM despite being drawn into the controversy by this country's foreign affairs minister. Meanwhile, Guyana President Dr. Irfan Ali has openly backed the reappointment of Dr. Carla Barnett and defended the process behind it. Well, yeah, so that's what he's saying, right? So Irfan Ali has defended the process behind it. But he must defend the process, caller. He was there. Well, he was part and parcel of the vote. You expect him not to defend it? If he wasn't there, that's a different thing.
Right.
But you was there. You was part of the little circle.
The invited delegates.
Yes, the invited delegates. You were invited. You understand?
Right.
Gaston Brong, on the other hand, is saying, look, I staying out of that. Right? Gaston Brong saying that. Now, I don't know if Gaston was there or if he was not there. But Gaston simply saying, look, I staying out of that. But Irfan Ali was part and parcel of that vote. So what we're saying is this. If it is that vote was on the agenda, the Prime Minister would not have left early. She would not sidestep that retreat. Right? Now, I don't know about disinvited or anything like that. But I don't think she would have sidestepped the retreat. Because she spoke in length about that same individual.
Yep.
In that same position on the Brent Thomas issue. So if it had a vote on it, she would have been there. So I don't feel they knew. But if Irfan Ali went on a boat and went on to Nevis and drink champagne and eat shrimps.
Shrimps.
You understand? With the rest of the clique.
Yeah.
Right? And he defending it. Yeah. I don't expect him to do anything less because he's part and parcel of it. He's one of the guilty parties, if they're guilty. Right?
All we are asking for is transparency.
That's it.
That's all we're asking for.
Well, let me try him again.
Give me respect for that.
Yeah,
try him again.
We still with our bacchanal. We still on the bacchanal. Hold on. We had 3 minutes before the play withdraw. Ring now. Oh God, it ringing. It ringing. Exit ringing, boy. We are 2 minutes before the draw. Let me see if we could go to sobers. Let us see if he answers. It rings twice. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good day.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sean Sobers, this is you?
Yes, but I'm not sitting. I'll have to speak to you later.
Oh, gosh. All right. What time we could call you back?
Who is this?
This is Stephan and Mr X, 91.1 Talk City.
Oh, how are you all doing? Are we good?
Yeah, we
doing
good.
Great.
You know,
We doing great.
We just wanted to know what you had to say about Ralph.
Okay. I'll have to call you guys back.
All right, no problem. Cool, man. All right. Nice one. You answer, but you not beat it. We could live with that.
We gotta love him.
But we want to know what you had to say about Ralph. Yeah. Because Ralph can't say about you and you ain't say nothing about Ralph. You have to answer back Ralph.
Had to answer back.
You understand? Although Ralph is irrelevant, he's irrelevant.
Yeah. Strong.
Yeah, he's up now. Ralph, you get photo out.
Ralph, actually, he moving like them getting them schoolyard and he trying to be scared the same way.
Yeah.
Because we expose it in Victoria Keys apartment, you're total feelings.
Exactly.
Don't tote feelings, tote coolers with drinks.
That's right.
Don't tote feelings. Don't do we that.
Exactly. But nah, Ralph, I forgot you.
But your sources.
My thing is
what? Reliable sources, like it's about the business to do.
Right. So you have Irfan Ali defending it because he's part and parcel of the vote. He was there to vote. You have Ralph Gonsalves, who is not a CARICOM head, who has been voted out of office and sitting in opposition, telling you, well, I wasn't there, but somebody tell me.
Yeah.
And I trust that person.
I am reliably informed.
Yeah, who tell him, Kid
by
Rowley?
By your sources, yeah.
Who tell him,
Kid Rowley, tell him that. Don't by the party, tell him that.
Who tell you that? Who tell you the man was seasick? Who tell you that?
The fellow good, boy. Watch it. You're fighting the media too, You have to fight the media too,
Your own people kick you out of office. You understand? How much city you have? One. You gone from running an island for 24 years.
25 to be exact.
25. Quarter of a century. Right?
Right.
They're getting voted out of office so bad. that you are alone in opposition now.
Well.
And God alone know how he retains it. Right? But the whole of St. Vincent.
The diehards.
And I just go St. Vincent every carnival to cover Vinci Mass.
Right.
So I deal with the Vinci people on an annual basis. And I could tell you, I know that was coming.
Right.
All of them wanted him gone. He should have been gone in 2021 or 20, wherever it was.
Right.
But let's get to the NLCB play withdraw, 10:30. Best of luck, people. Hopefully, Andy give all some money today.
Independent auditors KPMG and presided over by the National Lotteries Control Board. Good luck, everyone.
Good morning. Welcome to the
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? And confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what you need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what you need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1.
And acquiring a fuel license and all these things. Paul will be here to explain all of that.
He's trained karateka too. He's a black belt in karate too. He's very good at it too. He's an instructor.
We in bad man mode this morning. In bad man mode in the third hour.
Yeah, man.
All the watch all the coming wrong way.
Yeah.
All right.
Like get hurt.
I was just telling X Rainy Break, right? You know, if you ever doubted whether or not the media was biased towards one party or the other, a certain media house, that interview with Ralph Gonzalez says it all.
Well,
amongst other things.
Why Ole didn't go and interview
the Secretary General Carla Barnett, or whatever her name is.
Why Ole didn't go and interview her and ask about the letters that was sent, and she has not replied to date. That wasn't a juicier story.
That would be a juicier. You take this into consideration, right?
I'm like real rubbishes.
Especially to the brother that called in and talk about Irfan. But take this in. The Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago goes before her colleagues, her CARICOM heads of government colleagues, right?
Right.
And in the face, not behind the back, right?
Not shoo-shoo.
Not in no shoo-shoo mode, behind nobody back, or talking to no media house via the phone.
Yeah, or reliable sources. Or reliable
sources told us. Right? She went in their face and stand up in front of them and hit them an 11-minute speech. 11 minutes and 47 seconds to be exact. I remember that. Because we played like 6 times in it.
Yeah.
So she hit them, she spoke for 11 minutes. And in that 11 minutes, She tell them black is white, right? In their face, right in front of them, watching them in the face. Good? And in that moment, she mentioned that as an opposition leader, she wrote to the same person holding that office about the Brent Thomas, the controversial Brent Thomas issue that was deemed a kidnapping in our local courts. Right? And that media house didn't see it fit to call that person holding that position in CARICOM to say, our Prime Minister, as opposition leader, our Prime Minister is saying that as opposition leader, she wrote to you on the Brent Thomas issue and got no reply or no acknowledgement. Why? Or they never even asked that woman that. But Sean Sobers come and say, listen, this vote that take place to put this woman back there, we were disinvited from the retreat and it was not on the agenda at the CARICOM meeting. So we were not aware that this vote was going to take place, or where it was going to take place, or how it was going to take place. So we didn't have that, it wasn't on the agenda, and we were disinvited. Okay? And you telling me that prompt you now to pick up the phone and talk to Ralph Gonzalez?
Yeah, he was reliably informed by his sources.
He lucky the Vinci people ain't running off the island yet.
It's ketchup and barbecue sauce.
Yes,
sources.
Yeah.
Sources.
Had to be. You telling me these people ain't mad? So you telling me that supposed to hold weight?
But you didn't go and ask Barnett nothing. So where's the problem?
Exactly.
Bartlett had the answer. She had the answer.
Nobody asked Barnett. All they didn't call Barnett to find out nothing from Barnett. You understand? And the next one is Irfan Ali. Well, Irfan is a fella I like, you know. But in this instance, your position don't hold no water because you was part of the vote. So you can't come out, you coming out to say you defending it and nothing was wrong with it. Well, we can't expect you to say nothing else. You was part of it. If I was part of a crime, would I come out and condemn it? I would try to justify the crime. I would say, no, of course not. It was okay to rob the grocery. You know what I mean? We was hungry. We needed food. We had to rob. You know? What you want me to do? Come out and condemn it? Come on, man. Let me be real. We had to pick sense out of nonsense here. And I'm back in my own.
Well, it's only fitting.
And if Keith Rowley was in the same position as Prime Minister, I would have backed him. Because I would have backed my own.
Yeah, because he just run up his mouth too unnecessarily.
Well, we know he does lie, but nevertheless. He doesn't know the truth in it, but nevertheless.
The part man, the part guy.
Yeah, that's true. Imagine they went to interview him and he talked about the SOE. I saw part of it, you know. Why they interviewing this man? Why? Well, they didn't get enough in 9.5 years. More what? Well, yeah, nobody really listened to Penny, yeah, so I can understand why.
Penny taking her emotional quotient too far, you know. She taking it a little too far.
Yeah, Penny.
We know you have your emotional quotient and you know when to talk and whatever. But that sometimes you have to be as a leader. Yeah. You have to come out and say things, man. You're just talking, you're buying fish in the market.
Well, I think but you have a good point, you know, Stanley. Because
that's what Penny does. But even before all of this, that's what she did.
Yeah, because
she controls her emotional quotient very good.
We have to understand that I think, you know, Penny's voice is like the value of that coin. It carries no value and it's just a collector's item.
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm saying.
A penny.
It's just because
a nice bronze penny.
there is nothing that she ever said that I was like, whoa. Yeah, she did not. She doesn't have a movement with a whoa.
She doesn't have it.
She does though. Yeah, she don't have that kind of charisma, that kind of energy, that kind of.
No, they don't need that in the PNM. They need to get rid of that. They don't need that. They like Ranko and Bacchanal. They love it.
And bring.
I disagree because you had Rowley, you had Manning, and those people.
Well, that's true. Rowley and
she does not fit the mold, so
Rowley
she needs to be
Manning
moved.
were charismatic. In different types of charisma. But let me take a couple here and see what's going on. Quarter to 12, 15 to 12. Morning.
Hello, good day.
Yeah, morning, man. Go ahead.
I like to call myself neutral.
Like you call yourself what?
I'll say what I say last.
To call himself neutral.
Neutral
yeah,
is
I say I'm neutral. I know I'm neutral. Because trust me, Dr. Rowley, they must fail ya. and yellow. Didn't say nothing funny. But anyhow, Andy and them in the early the play waiting. I win in the early and he was one of the mark and he gave money. But no boy, that man saw boy. That man could see now wheeling. That man saw boy. Anyhow, next thing with this thing with Mr. Ali. You say you say Stephan. You say if you're on them side, meaning that he's part of the vote. Why he say nothing and he going along with it. I don't believe in that. I believe in him. I lost friends with this. I believe in being neutral. So that must be just.
I know, but but call what I'm saying.
Because what you saying, all right, let me just say what you're saying. I'll come up just now. What you say is, if you're a doctor, take with Dr. Rowley or Baki too. So I know all there because of KPBNM, so all going long time with them. And yet, because here, between me and you, the thing with Banner, who knows? Next year they might try to get on the sheet and they ain't get on the sheet. Because she know must be something else. It come like with Bliss Prasad. You will never tell. But you can't just say, I think to be. Who knows? All right, it have other media too. So why the one of the meeting and all the thing there, why didn't try to get onto Miss Banner? Why should be sick?
Well, we should. They should. TTT should.
Right. Well, that's what I say. Who knows? Your mama say and saying call. Because since that come out, I say why didn't try to get onto your man here, which is say.
All right.
And next thing to one more thing.
Go ahead.
So all you're like this life is just people just take inside and realize and wherever government you go with. Because Mr. Ali, you hear what you say about him? I don't know about talking, man. That UNC blue eye boy. Well, that's all there. Bad talking, man. Anyhow, later.
No. Hold on. I ain't bad talking. I said if I am part and parcel of. All right, you gone? But all right, he will listen on the air. Or you listen off the air, wherever. What I'm saying is, if I am part and parcel of a questionable process, I will not come out and condemn the process because I was part of it. If they ask me about it, I'll say, yeah, everything was proper. Because I have to say it because I was part of it. I played a role in it. So I wouldn't come out and condemn myself because by condemning the process, I will condemn myself. And I don't know anybody would do that. You understand what I'm saying? So he had to come out and say what he had to do and defend whatever actions that he was part of. But if the Prime Minister and they are saying, it's an easy way to figure this out, was it on the agenda or wasn't it on the agenda? And I ain't seen no document saying, put out by CARICOM saying, but look, it was on the agenda here. For so-and-so date, at so-and-so location, for so-and-so time, and all of the invitees. We ain't seen no document. Nothing. So right now it's just talk back and forth. And I'm I back in my own.
So why PNM 3 ain't pour that?
I back in my own.
Why didn't pour that? That is just as juicy.
Well, yeah, that's just as juicy, yes.
And
relevant.
And it's easy to track.
So that's
because
what
you
I'm
have
saying.
to have signatures for RSVP and whatever.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I don't want you to misunderstand that with bad talking finally,
Me have time with that.
But I understand his position. His position is one of I have to defend it because I was part of it.
Well, it's very similar to all the other issues that had gone recently there.
Yeah.
All you have to do is present the evidence. You have a list of invitees.
You have when
they're supposed to come.
You must have an itinerary
well,
for the
come
weekend.
now, man, do something now.
There must be an itinerary. Meeting, so-and-so, speech, wherever, retreat, boat ride, wherever.
It must have that information circling somewhere.
An hour for shrimps and champagne.
Yeah, shrimps, yeah.
And we go to go, right? And on that agenda, vote for the by CARICOM heads of government for the Secretary General. It must be there in black and white.
Well, it doesn't seem so because PNM 3 went and interviewed
Ralph. With the document.
They went and interviewed Ralph. They asked Banner them questions.
And Ralph talking about he hear from a man.
Yeah.
He hear from somebody who he trusts 100%.
He's reliably informed.
You understand?
Reliably informed.
Reliably informed by a source that he trusts 100%.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, come on. Let me get it in black and white. Right? Let me get it in black and white. If it was on the agenda, then it was on the agenda.
Well, these politicians are like they play too much damn game. Yes, too much game and confusing people, and I said that's stupid talk.
All they could say until the cows come home. That's the end of that.
I'm surprised Kito didn't talk on it either. He's talking on everything else. Hello, good morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Yeah, use the male voice.
This CARICOM thing and these leaders and people, they're not easy. Because recently the same rank consider our money as monopoly.
Yeah, you had called it monopoly money.
Right. And the same monopoly money, they was lending them and financing them.
Right.
These set up Caribbean leaders and people that set up blasting hypocrites. So I think the Prime Minister and the government have a right to leave them.
All right.
Have a good morning.
Yeah, man. No, I think it's gonna come down to like America and NATO, you know.
Well, I don't.
I think Kamala, I'm telling you.
With these politicians, just never tell, right?
Well, that's
You
true.
gotta go with the flow, you know. At the end of the day,
One day we vex with each other, next minute
if
we
you're
hug up.
outside, you're outside. It is what it is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
one minute we vex and next minute we hug up. So that's how it is.
That's how we roll.
Yep. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning again, gentlemen.
Yes,
Let me
I-
just go a little more detail and be less facetious now.
Of course.
As you mentioned NATO, okay?
Yes. Okay.
You know what the problem that places like England, France, and Germany have on their hands? They more concerned based on their open madness with borders and letting any and everybody in, right? Iran's proxies and every other radicalized nation in the Middle East have their people on the ground over there. I'm not saying they don't have it in the United States too. But the difference with them, and I sure you have people who in England call into the show and stuff, and they will tell you, the bobbies that they call the cops out there, there are certain areas, and I see in Trinidad there's the same thing too, somebody was saying, they wouldn't go in at all unless absolutely necessary, and if they go in, they're armed to the teeth.
Right.
So the thing about it is that because they have that huge population of radicalized individuals in their country, right? That's why they're dragging their feet. And countries like Poland, Japan, and a couple, right? But I'm talking about more Eastern Europe though, right? Like Poland and others, right? Possibly Hungary too. They put in ships out there.
Right.
They join the Armada. And in NATO right now, those ungrateful wretches, and somebody made a foolish statement the other day in Trinidad saying that Trinidad should join NATO. Excuse me, you didn't do geography in school.
Hey, Lord, somebody actually said
Trinidad
that.
in the southern hemisphere, in the southern Atlantic.
Somebody said that?
It's called North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Yeah, somebody's saying, oh, maybe Kamala should look to join NATO.
Somebody said that.
I don't know where. Anyway.
They should join CARICOM then.
Somebody said that.
Yeah, but anyway. So,
bad.
but Poland, as I said, Poland is not your Poland of our grandfather's times when they sit on horses, cavalry charging into the Nazis with their tanks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? The best paratroopers in the world right now, among the best, I would say they're the best, are those Polish paratroopers and other armed areas of their defense forces and stuff. But anyway, so that is what's going on right now.
Okay.
And you know what? We were paying more than anybody else in NATO, right?
America,
for their own
carries
defense.
The bill. America carries the bill.
Yeah. So you know what?
The same way that Trinidad carries the majority bill in CARICOM.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But by the way, as I mentioned, CARICOM, what about Maraj? That illustrious title they give him, CARICOM something extraordinary or some crap like that. If Sobers couldn't go and Kamala couldn't go, what happened to Maraj?
Well, he was going to make a statement today. I think it is.
I think he made a statement.
Too little, too late. Sorry, fellas. Sorry.
Right.
I think it's, you talk about bloated government, right? The UNC in these trying times, expanded government, and yet, come on, look at that. Mirage, what are you there for? Anyway, guys, later.
No problem.
Cheers.
Cool, man. Yeah, didn't he make a statement? I think he put out a statement.
Yeah, he put out a
on it,
statement recently, but I don't know.
I think he put out a statement on it, man.
But generally, politics is about interests and ideologies.
Yes.
And you're seeing it playing out right in front of your face.
Yeah.
Interests and ideologies.
In
Trump
plain
has
sight.
3 more years. Kamala has 4 more years.
Yes.
picture what that looks like or what the progression of that will look like in the next 3 to 4 years.
4 years.
In terms of the interests and ideology.
Ideology.
Same NATO, same CARICOM, same all the different interests going on.
All right. Morning.
Good morning, Uncle Stephan and Mr. X.
Hey, morning, Miss Lorna.
I hear you all checking all who having birthdays. Since yesterday, I'm trying to get one to tell Andy happy birthday. And my one is tomorrow.
You don't tell Andy no happy birthday. Andy didn't send no cake for nobody here.
Yeah, let him haul.
Not even a cupcake.
Let him haul.
But Uncle Stephan.
Yes, dear.
You get the pictures I sent for you?
I'll check the phone.
Oh, God.
Okay, I will check the phone. No frighten, yeah.
It's picture then and now with Zealand. And 2 T-shirts from 2011 and 2012. That is what his own. I still have them and I'll send it up, post it up for you to see too.
All right, no problem.
And he, you know him since he was about 2-3 years old. He'll be 20 years on the 17th of April.
God, boy, I drew a real calendar, boy. My age tell you now, boy.
And you just travel to New York now.
Yes.
You never know if he'll stop TSA in the airport. He's one of the youngest in the service. When he was 18, he went back home and to go college. He takes the exam and he fights with flying colors, and he's a TSA agent now. When you're going in, be careful. He
pull me in. All right, no problem.
Okay, my dear.
Yeah.
So check for the on your phone, right?
No problem.
Right, all right.
Cool.
I remember when she used to be all over the place with small
boy.
man. Now he's 20
But,
years
the man
already.
is 20, no boy. What trouble is this?
So much someone
What you call it? No, nobody here. Nobody have a couple here.
More nobody? Yeah, again. You see this CARICOM thing? We need to leave CARICOM.
Amen!
Miss Aggressor says a lawyer. And I would like to think that all of what she's doing now, as a good lawyer, is lining up the pieces to make your exit. You see, you have to present arguments. You can't just do it because people will say you're stupid or you're bad or you're whatever. No. You need to present some evidence. You need to provide some proof that yes, this thing was really not good for us. And that movement of regional institutions being dismantled is what the new world order is going to be. The old world order that we used to call the new world order, that we used to call globalization, was based on these global institutions, starting with the UN, but then you had the European Union, and you had NATO, and you had this, and all UNCLOS, and this one, and that one, that one. And in our version, it was CARICOM. But you see, if you have these institutions that basically take sovereignty from nations and installs it in those institutions, all you have to do to capture the world is to capture those institutions. And the Chinese Communist Party figured that out and was actively doing this for the last 20 years. Right? And we saw it here in the CARICOM with the Venezuela issue recently. Clearly, CARICOM was captured. I told you all by Petrocaribe. These Chinese, Venezuelan oil sponsored by the Chinese. Right? Cuba, same thing. So, what Trump is doing is to counter all of that, is he's dismantling global institutions. That's what his war with Iran really is about. He's about to leave NATO, which will cause it to collapse. He is about to leave the United Nations even, and set up bilateral arrangements with trade partners that he thinks he has common interests and ideology. Trinidad needs to follow pattern, because that is going to be the new world order. And honestly, the current system does not work for us. We are, as far as equity, we are 22% into CARICOM and we get nothing from them.
Nothing.
What we get is a stab in the back, twice.
Exactly. And Ralph Gonsalves.
Right?
Yeah.
So we need to abandon CARICOM. Form bilateral arrangements with, I say Guyana. I was going to say Jamaica, but Jamaica is looking shaky now. Within the region here, Venezuela, once the Venezuelan government properly changes, it will happen, right? And even now you can do it because in effect it's a caretaker government, right? And that has already begun because we have the conference we're going to with them very shortly around oil and gas and so on. Brilliant. Have
Nice
bilateral arrangements with what makes sense and abandon this thing called CARICOM.
Right. All right. So that is Citizen Nobody there. But we have a third hour coming at you. We have the 11 o'clock news coming up with Stanley Augustus. And after the 11 o'clock news, we have Mr. Paul Nahus with us. And we're going to talk some guns. We're coming out like Frank and Jesse.
Yeah, you're going to rub that train.
Yes, like Billy and Pat. Yes. All right. We're loading up the Matic. All right. Or look out. So we come in, we're going to find out, because we had a nice conversation about that a couple weeks ago or last week.
Yeah, last week.
And I think we need to kind of educate people on the type of training and the whole process and things like that. All right, so we get to the 11 o'clock news with Mrs. Stanley Augustus. All right, so here we go.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what you need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Jerry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
So I got right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1, your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? And confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what we need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Jerry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
So I got right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1, your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most
off the record for this Thursday morning. We're just about coming up on 10 minutes past your 11 o'clock.
Tuesday already?
Tuesday, yeah.
Why
it's a short week,
behind time? Oh yeah, why
it's a short week. It's a short week. It's a inboard week. So I tell you, we have a guest in studio with us. Me and my bad behavior, you know me. We have a guest in studio with us. His name is Mr. Paul Nahus, and Paul is going to give us we're gonna get an introduction of Paul. I mean, I know him as a firearms expert, among other things.
I know him before that.
You know him before that?
About close to 20 years now.
I know him for a while because...
It's in 2007 or something.
We that old now, boy?
Yeah, boy, we that old.
Yeah,
Grey, no, don't forget to...
Grey beard.
Yeah, grey beard.
Coming in.
I met him on the Candlelight movement when I was part of that with Philip. And that's how I met Paul. I met Paul through that. I met him, his wife, and a few other people, Avanel, the whole crew.
Good people. Excellent people. You know what I mean? And
Paul has always been very pro-gun.
Yeah,
pro firearm.
Pro-legal responsible firearm ownership. Yes.
So,
well, before that.
Yeah.
Before that, I know him as a karateka.
Okay.
I know him as an activist. I know him as many things because we were one of the first of them, and we did the first. We was young then. We were doing the first Children's March in town.
Yeah.
Right, when me and Philip holding the flag in
the biggest
Woodford
marches
Square.
in Trinidad history. Yeah.
So that's from even before that.
Okay.
And he had his little incidents with being a karateka and showing you how discipline and that sort of stuff. So he would have come up, in the ranks, and he would have come up among good people, and he would have learned a lot from the different aspects. And then he got into the firearm issue, and he started, doing his thing, coming up, and form his own company, Blue Line.
Yeah.
Which is an academy that teaches you how to manage firearms and that sort of stuff. He's
fully
very
accredited
trained.
Accredited by TTPS. I'm international accredited. Everything is done properly.
International terrorism, all these different...
Okay.
Counter-terrorism, yeah.
Counter-terrorism.
Had a good run in terms of training internationally and so.
Yeah.
Right.
So he would have been opening his own, and he's also helping you to get your firearm also too in terms of the application
process,
right?
yes.
He's not
I'm
going
my
more
application
than that,
home there for the longest while.
While we're dealing with companies expanded to dealing, mostly we deal with paperwork now, as in mostly we deal with applications, medical, legal work. I'm representing people for appeals now if you're denied before the appeal board.
Serious? So I can just come back and just...
we have a full house.
We're the first and we actually the only company right now offering all these services in one place.
In one place,
one place, yeah.
All right, great, man.
And because of that, we get to keep the cost down,
right?
And provide. We know it. We know the service because I've done consulting for attorneys when they go to court to sue the government over delays and all of that. And I said now I represent people for appeals if you've been denied. So we have everything by us. Psychological evaluation, everything is by us right now.
And he'd also be sought after by the media too in terms of his expertise and in terms of firearm offenses and that sort of stuff. So they will look at him as the go-to person for that kind of information.
Yeah.
Right. So last week I brought up a topic. Funny enough, I was going up Sour Main Road, and just before I reached by the paint shop on the left, on the right, and the grocery on the left hand side, I heard 2 shots, right? So in hearing the 2 shots, I put my foot on the brake pedal and I stopped because I was expecting a third, right? Because normally, but the way it sounded like a Glock, right? It sounded exactly like a Glock because a P80, a P380 and all those different types of firearm don't sound like that. So it sounded like a Glock.
Correct me. I mean, it sounded like a 9mm.
Well, a 9mm, sorry, right? So I was waiting on the third, so I just take my foot on the brake and I let go. And when I didn't hear the third one, I let go and I pass. And as I pass, I see a guy on the ground.
This is how you know you grew up in a dangerous area when you can identify certain shots.
Well, yeah. Yeah, so...
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Well, I'm trained,
you go ahead,
I'm trained at a certain level here and both foreign in terms of using firearms and that sort of stuff, right? So I put up on my post, I say you should have, if it was me, you'd have get a good double tap and it would have been over, right? And some people kind of challenge me on that kind of thing. Fuad was one of them who had challenged me kind of thing on that kind of scenario. But when I reach home now, I look on TikTok, I see the guy on the ground, wincing in pain, wherever, lying down on the
that was
side.
the robbery that had happened there.
And it seems like somebody with a legal firearm gave him some shots, gave him 2 shots. And that tells me automatically what kind of firearm user that is. Because only 2 shots he fired, right? He could have fired more.
Well, that
he could have emptied the clip. He could have do all kind of different things.
I'll say
But
something about that. That's
from your
that is an old training doctrine. That double tap time is an old training doctrine.
All right.
Okay.
All right. In terms of if you ask somebody who is of, let's just say, new school of thought and
Right.
with empirical evidence, with proper up-to-date training or so, how many shots does it take? If I ask you how many shots it takes to stop somebody, you might turn around and say, all right, well, 2. How many
Right.
shots you're supposed to put before you stop? Until the threat is no longer a threat.
Right.
And
Right.
that could take 5-6 shots.
All right.
So when you hear sometimes people, the thing is, taking 2 shots and reassessing is a very easy way to get killed there.
Okay.
Okay.
Very easy, because if you take 2 shots and the person is obviously, if you're trying to use or using your firearm, it's because you apprehend some type of lethal force or some lethal force has been used against you.
Right.
And if you fire 2 shots at somebody with lethal capability, and that break, that could be your death in that break.
Right.
As a matter of fact, there's 2 ways to stop somebody:
Mhm.
physiological and psychological.
Right.
Most threats are stopped psychologically. Physiologically is the only way to actually stop somebody, and the FBI had done extensive studies on that,
All right.
saying that most people and most bandits, you shoot, they get hit or they don't get hit,
Right.
they lose the will to fight. That is psychological.
Okay.
That is never guaranteed stop. That is happens in most scenarios, but it's never guaranteed. You cannot put money on a psychological stop.
Okay.
On a physiological stop. They have 2 ways to stop. Physiologically is the only way to actually stop somebody physically. And it's broken up basically into 2 categories. You have one which does not stop them right away, which is them going into hypovolemic shock.
Right.
You
Okay.
have put enough holes in them, and you've caused enough bleeding, I should say. You've caused enough bleeding.
We call the volumetric shock. Yeah.
Correct. And then the blood
Hypovolemic,
pressure has
yeah.
gone down,
Yeah.
and they collapse from the
Right.
blood pressure suddenly dropping.
Right.
Now that could take up to a minute. That could take time
Right.
before they actually stop. They could continue to attack you and cause lethal harm
While that going on.
The other type, which is the only way to physiologically stop somebody immediately, is to disrupt the central nervous system. A shot to what you call the T-zone in the head, or the wrong hit in the spinal column.
Right. Okay.
That is the only tip.
That'd be pretty accurate for that.
Well, as a matter, it's not in that scenario. Remember, you're going to lose accuracy. You're going to lose these things. That is why, even if you look at law enforcement internationally, on average, I believe the average last time when they did a study on it internationally in law enforcement, I know certainly in the US, they averaged that an officer might fire out of every 5 shots they fire, they may hit someone once after every 5-6 shots.
Wow.
And it might take as much as 4 or 5 shots to stop somebody. So you're looking at an entire magazine just to stop one person.
One person.
Right, okay,
Yeah,
well,
and that has to do with the stats and to do with now somebody who is trained at different levels will increase proficiency, obviously. But I'm going with the average standard.
All right. So in that scenario, when I heard 2 shots, I said to myself that is either a robbery taking place of some kind, but I wasn't expecting to hear that the person was being robbed with a FUL holder. So being a FUL holder, you fire 2 shots. What happens next in terms of if you're saying that if the person's on the ground, that means that person can end your life now.
Yeah. So that's another thing. If someone's on the ground, you shot somebody, they're up on the ground. You see them in a position where they don't have anything in their hand. If they had a gun, they drop the gun. If they had a knife, they drop the knife or whatever. And you step back. Okay, you assess that you're safe. There's no longer a lethal threat. If somebody's on the ground still gripping onto a gun and watching you, the person could still end your life.
Right. So in this case, we didn't see a gun on the site, so we don't know if the guy had a gun or whatever the case would be, right? But he fired 2 shots, and it seemed that was enough to kind of subdue the opponent.
1 shot could be enough if it's either placed correctly or happens to hit the correct place. 1 shot can end the fight.
Because
or the power, the type of firearm is it?
Not
no?
not really, because
No?
that become, you see, with modern ballistics, a lot of people love to talk about the stopping power over 45, and stopping power is actually a phrase that is not smiled upon in terms of modern experts, because the wrong, yes, it has more power. Yes, it creates a bigger hole. That, with modern ballistic technology, the most important thing above everything else is shot placement. Once you have a competent round meaning something that has reached internationally use the FBI standard of penetration.
Okay.
Once you reach that, shot placement is king above everything else. And the thing is, a lot of it goes on the theory of something called hydrostatic shock, which is a round hitting somebody with enough power to put in layman's terms, cause a vibration with the liquid in the body to put a shock through your system.
Okay.
Pistol caliber rounds do not reach that velocity. They don't.
Okay.
Even out of a pistol caliber carbine or so, they don't reach that velocity. That is a concept for rifle rounds, not pistol rounds.
All right. So, okay, rifle, pistol, two different
platforms entirely.
Right, two different platforms, right? In terms of, all right, we were talking last week as well, the stand your ground legislation.
Yeah.
Right. When this administration started to talk about it, they said they would bring it to the parliament, and they did.
Yeah.
And it was passed, as far as I remember,
They
right?
brought to the people, to the parliament,
And right, good. So a lot of people had a little misconception of that.
A lot.
with they're gonna just hand out guns and give people guns, right?
That is not the case
And
right now.
that is not the case.
We're apparently not a reading nation still, right?
We are not
a reading nation. That
well,
was
apparently. X said yesterday, if you want to hide something from somebody, put it in a book, right? Because we don't read.
Put it in a bill.
Right, or put it in a bill. So in terms of that process of acquiring a firearm under that stand your ground legislation because of home invasions and you have concerns and things like that, obviously you have a criteria to meet first and foremost. Correct?
A little gray area there.
Is that a little gray area there?
A big gray area.
What's the gray area there?
All right, so first of all, let's go with stand your ground. The stand your ground legislation has nothing to do with acquiring a firearm.
Okay.
Zero. What it does, which is very good, it's there for its own purpose. It's there to make it a very serious criminal offense to commit a home invasion with extreme penalties, which I am 100% for.
Okay.
I am also 100% for the other aspect of the bill, which is to codify concepts in the common law for self-defense. So there's clear criteria for self-defense, as well as that law is very important because it shifted the responsibility more onto the bandit than the homeowner, in that it's much easier to defend yourself now legally in your home. And I'll give you a couple examples. One is that while the common law does not provide a duty to retreat, the DPP will look at what options did you have. And when I say that, I mean you're sitting on your couch watching TV, somebody's breaking down your door. What the DPP may look at and the courts may look at is what action you took to prevent having to clash with the criminal.
Right.
What the new law says is that if you're sitting down in your home on your couch and somebody's breaking through your door, you have no duty. It is codified. It is not a matter of debate. You do not have to go and lock yourself in your room. You sit down on that couch. And if they come in and present a lethal threat, you can deal with that lethal threat. And they're not going to ask what, they ought not to ask, well, what you did to prevent having that clash there. You're in your home.
Okay.
You are in your home.
All right. Okay.
Well, I want to just put a little twist on that. In terms of accessing your firearm, you're sitting on the couch. It is prescribed that you should put your arms and ammunition separately in a safe.
Get a new doctor. Get a new doctor, boss. If that's your prescription, get a new doctor.
All right.
My firearm at home, if I'm sitting on the couch watching TV, it's on me.
Right. So that is not what was prescribed?
I don't know what doctor you going by, but no.
No, because I always say it don't make sense. It don't make sense if I have my firearm in a safe and at home.
You see, it's about
access.
Well, they're saying that you should have your firearm in a safe. And your ammunition stored differently.
No, that's a different thing.
Actually, in Canada, that is the law. In Canada, the law is you must store it in safe spaces separately when at home.
Right.
We have no law like that here because you see, here there's a lot of I don't want to say loopholes, but gray areas in the law here, and there's no responsibility to store your firearm in a safe if it is on your person at home. If it's in your control, you don't have to. It's safe. You are securing your firearm. The law is to secure the firearm. Secured on your person is fine. So, no, that means that when you leave home, you're not supposed to leave your firearm on the kitchen counter. That's a failure to secure your firearm now. Right. But once you secure your fire, it's on your person. So if you're sitting down, having dinner, having lunch, whatever at home, and your gun is on the table, let's just say it's there.
Right.
Now, and I want to put this forward. if you're doing so, I tell people, and they like to, yes, you need, I agree always with carrying with one in the chamber. The mechanism is safe, it's not going to go off. With a proper holster and secured. Don't be reckless like some people and want to just have a loaded gun just rest on a table, you know, where, and then also too, it is an additional offense not to secure it when there's a child in the house as well.
Okay.
That's an additional offense by the Firearm Act. So you need to secure your firearm at all times, right? But being on your person, it is secure. So when people go home, lock it in your safe and you're sleeping, right? How quick can you access it if someone breaks in? Because when those incidents happen, that happens in seconds. There's confusion. There's a lot of that going on. You know, some people have.
So you sleep with the next day pillow.
Yeah, my firearm, my firearm is never more than an arm's length from me.
Oh, okay.
Now the thing is, at home there are a lot of options modern times. There are automatic safes. You could fingerprints. There are different things at home. I kind of wary of some tech failing at points, but generally they work well. They're automatic safes people keep by the latch onto the bed by the bedside where they could just put a hand over it and the gun will come up. There are things like that. So I'm just saying that don't give yourself, need to secure it reasonably, but you cannot give yourself too long a gap in being able to access that firearm, because bandits strike by surprise, they strike by ambush, and they strike quickly. That is a big part of their weapon.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because well watching movies regularly, right, would tell you that most men would have it in the cupboard and some room somewhere, and they'll go and run and access it when danger comes, and that is out for outside. So you're saying that doesn't happen here.
When you wake up,
that doesn't happen here, right?
That's for them.
How often you wake up 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, and you could just jump into action, your brain is firing at 100%. How often does that happen? You wake up, even if you're trained, you wake up and you have a little haze to just brush off a couple seconds.
Right.
That haze, listen, that could cost you your life.
Your life.
Yeah, because if it's not covered, you have to go and access. You don't know at what point you could be woken up when a bandit is trying to break down your bedroom door. And for those who have guns or so, firearms, and they do not keep their bedroom door locked when they're sleeping, and so that is a big problem. You need to put layers to be able to lurch. I always believe in having a good alarm system. I'm always a supporter of a good alarm system. And if you have dogs, if you have whatever you have alert systems and know how long it takes. You should, as a firearm holder, you shouldn't be able to count in seconds how long it takes you to access your firearm should you be awoken in night in an emergency.
Yeah, because I mentioned last week when we had the conversation, I said, when you are a firearm owner, when you own a firearm, your life changes. The way that you see things, you start to see things differently. You start to anticipate things differently. Your awareness levels are on a different level to where they were before.
Supposed to be.
Right. And you're more aware of your surroundings and where you are. And all of that comes with the training. That is not something that you just develop naturally. Some people might, but for some people, a lot of firearm owners, these are things that they develop naturally through the training. And it's the training aspect of it that I really want to first explain to people that when you own a firearm, when you apply for a firearm and you qualify for a firearm, and you have to go for a certain level of training. That training now deals with what? Where do they start? What does that training start?
It's different depending on who you go by.
Okay.
Very different.
All right.
And I'll put this on record.
Yeah.
You know me already. I don't care what I say. Right?
Yeah.
The old system of training people, like you're recruiting the police academy, in terms of, and I'm not knocking recruiting police academy, but there's a way that recruits will learn something, and there's a way that adults learn at different levels.
Okay.
Right? In terms of teaching. Because I've lectured for law enforcement, so when I've been to the US doing it, I've been all over lecturing for law enforcement. I've been lectured in law enforcement, and I saw a very different, when I was younger, I saw a very different approach in the US to how they were treating trained officers versus recruits.
Okay.
And it has to be a different type of training. And in terms of it being more, I want to say academically sound, the theory portion by me, okay, so if you come by me to do a COC, as what's a COC? A certificate of competence, right? A competence certificate for firearm training. Now, you have to understand that competence and proficiency are two different things entirely, yeah?
Right.
One of the demonstrable skills.
Correct. So the thing is, you don't require proficiency to be certified competent. Right. So someone might say, well, you have to go through a certain amount of time in programs and you have to be at this level to shoot and meet a... Hey, that's proficiency. Competency is basic competency. You can build proficiency, right? So what I do is, the first thing I do is put you in a classroom. I have a structured program with my lesson plan, my learning objectives, all of that. and we're gonna go through, before we touch a gun, before we go through even safe handling and all that, I am going to pound you with legal stuff for about an hour. At least,
Okay.
minimum. We're gonna go through the safety aspect,
Mhm.
pound you with safety for another hour and a half or whatever, make sure handle everything dry properly. We ain't reached fundamentals yet, yeah?
Right.
After I know that you understand the legal aspect, when you can use it, when you can't use it, what the offenses are, and I'm not talking about offenses just from the act, from court judgments. I'm bringing court judgments in.
Right.
So this is how it actually applies as a license holder. And then we go on to fundamentals, dry everything, and then I do scenarios. What if a police officer stops you, asks to see a firearm, they're not aware of the law? What if you've just shot somebody? I run scenarios. What if you just shot somebody in a bar or in your home? What to do now? What is done next until your lawyer arrives? I go, what the police will do, what your rights of, if you're taken as a prisoner, what the rights of the prisoner are. I go through all of that. After we settle all of that and make sure that we understand how not to lose the license and lose the gun and lose your liberty. Once you understand that, then we go on the range and we can do the range time.
Right. So this is not well. All right. This is the safety, and this is how you load it. It does not start like that.
I say it without reservation. Yeah. A lot of instructors, and I don't care what message I get after from people, a lot of instructors take people on the range one time. All right, this is the slide, this is the thing, this is whatever, load, and have you in 10 minutes shooting. No,
right.
Not by me. You can go by them and do it. I'll refer to them if you want. Go ahead.
Yeah, because
not by me.
Because what you're talking about there, where you start off with the legal aspect and certain scenarios, that to me is that's the right way to do it, because you have to know what to expect, but you have to know what you could legally do from what you cannot do.
I like to put it this way. I could bring your proficiency up to par. I could get you to shoot very well with not much money and not a lot of time. I cannot offer the same if something happens with you legally and that license is taken or that firearm is confiscated by police. It then becomes expensive and time consuming.
Right.
So I'll go after that. I'll make sure you're protected against that, and we'll build the skill afterwards. And anyone could build skill with shooting.
All right.
It is not to say some people are more talented, quote unquote, than other people. Anyone could build skill with shooting. It's a skill that once you properly practice it, you will reach a certain level of proficiency.
All right. Well. Okay. Let's take another angle. The legal side you were speaking about in terms of where you cannot, whatever the case will be, right? There is a criteria now by the commissioner that when you apply, you have three criteria that you should apply under. Well, the three of them are simple, right?
Well, I know we're in both.
There is no evidence of threats against you. That's one of the criteria. The other criteria is there is no evidence of you being a victim of crime,
and then no evidence of you handling large sums
of cash.
I would like that to be quoted in the act, please. I would like whoever advised them on that, because that's something that was used for years,
right?
In terms of denial, I would like whoever did that to go in the act and quote for that. Quote as the criteria. Just tell me what section, and I'll shut my mouth on it.
So that is not
it's
in
not
the act.
in the law. But the commissioner has a responsibility to make sure people are assessed and there seems someone who is fit for fire.
Right.
To set criteria, that is not in stone, because that is not in legislation. And that is if that is used as grounds to deny somebody, then, and you're denied on that, you come to me and I'll do an appeal for you based on if you're someone who is a responsible person, as in you've passed the medicals, the psychometric, there's no objection from your family.
I went through this 3 times. I submitted 3 times and never get a reply.
Oh, you saw us?
I never get. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one.
He didn't come by me.
He didn't go to you. That's why.
And
I went 3 times.
3 times.
And get blank 3 times.
And I have big people signing my thing. Judge and all kind of thing.
Oh, no wonder you single. That's why you're a bachelor now. You get rejected 3 times.
But the thing is that, I'm not knocking the commission of it, right?
Right.
In that he'll be advised by his head of his legal department. He has the head of firearms, and if they see that as the criteria somehow, my question is, how did they come up with that? And it seems very arbitrary. So actually, when I go to the appeal board a lot with those kind of things, I speak about how arbitrary it is, because in terms of public law or constitutional law,
right,
while the act says that this person, this office holder, has ultimate authority, or has authority, I should say, just like the control of customs is one of the most powerful positions you could have.
Right.
A control of customs can stop any container coming in this country for any reason, you know.
Yeah.
The powers are broad.
Yeah.
But when you go to the court, the law is written in a way that if you take it by the letter of the law, it's arbitrary power. When you go to a court of law, it's a basic doctrine or tenet of administrative law, constitutional law. No power entrusted to a state office is arbitrary.
Okay.
There must be a reason behind the decision, and it must be reasonable.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And the reason you go to the Firearm Appeal Board is because another thing with administrative law, another tenet of it is that you can go to a court to settle any matter like that. So the act will say this person has power. They are the ones decide. You could go to a court for any office like that once the act or the law does not provide a remedy. In this case, the law provides a remedy, that being there's an appellant board.
Okay.
So that's why the court could give you. So when people come at me and we refer for legal work, we handle the legal side for them. When we take care of the legal side is for unconstitutional delay. 123A of the Constitution. It's for delay. So because there's an avenue to go, if you get denied, the court cannot tell the commissioner to say yea or nay. They can say no, you have to make a decision within 28 days or whatever the court says. And if he comes back with a no problem, then we could go ahead and file for the appeal board. And the appeal board will be handled before the appeal board now, and it will be adjudicated on by an independent tribunal.
So to all those thousands of people that had applied before, for all the years before, and have met all the criteria, what is the process now with this new commissioner? I understand he's saying that all those things are dead now, and a new process has to be followed.
You have to redo the...
Not everyone, not everyone has to redo it, right? There's a bit of a mixed bag with it. And that's why what I tell people is if you have an existing application, book to come in and see by me. Come for a consultation. We have all the other things that if you need to get anything filled in the blanks, we could fill in all the blanks for you. We have everything provided there. Come, let me see what the situation is with your thing. I'll do an interview, make sure and give you proper advice. You'll get the administrative advice. You'll get legal advice where need be. But we could make sure that everything is put in line. So a lot of what I do is making sure that somebody's application is put into compliance and then streamlined.
Okay.
Because it's very easy to be out of compliance with the process. Right. It's a lot of technical steps. And a big misconception is people say, well, this police officer tell me this or that. The police don't know the process. They're not privy to the entire thing. In my portfolios I held before and based on the work my company has done, we know the entire process and we know all the angles of it. So we're able to take a messy situation and put it streamlined into the proper process and get it back in order.
All right.
But what's the going through your company, right?
Yeah.
With you all handling everything. What sort of time frame you're looking at?
Time frame will always be determined by TTPS. However,
that's the problem,
if it does cross a certain amount of time, and you come to me, we could take legal action against TTPS for that, and we've done it over a dozen times quite successfully.
Okay.
So,
but is that not a serious problem that needs to be dealt with within the whole process
that is a administrative and legislative problem. So my company is providing solutions in light of the system being what the system is. Because I don't have the power to change the system, but I have the power to make sure you get some sense of justice in it.
But those solutions going to who? So you're providing those solutions
to the people, to the applicants.
Or to the applicants, not to the...
No, to the applicants. No.
Okay.
I'm not involved with the TTPS itself or with the government in terms of that. So it's a problem with administration and government or legislation, I should say, that's happened, that's been there since time immemorial. So I accept it as that if I can't change the system, I can allow people to get justice by maneuvering the system.
Okay.
And I want to point out 100% legally, because I have a policy. My staff know. I know if anyone only talk to them about fast tracking or if we have a link or anything. So I say end that conversation one time and tell them to go. And if they come into office and they start to talk about that, refund them their money and tell them they could have a nice day.
All right, no problem. All right. Now you all also assist with acquiring a firearm, but not the process. You get through with the process. Purchasing, yeah.
The only thing we don't do is sell the firearm, because we are accredited for training and all that. In terms of selling it, I'm not getting into all the bacchanal of being a dealer. There's a lot of stuff. They have established people.
Let's go by Brent.
And Brent is a good friend of mine, and he has some good prices.
But you would advise, well, you could go to this one or that one.
What I tell people is, tell me what you want, what you're looking for. I will tell you who has it, at what price, I have no dog in that race. Go shop around, but I'll tell you who have that gun and what price.
But you
and make a decision.
but you could advise on the type of weapon
Yeah,
that
yeah,
would
it does-
suit an individual.
Easiest part, based on your height, based on your weight, based on
Yeah,
your
because that's
on
what I'm
your
saying,
need,
because
how you dress for work.
Yeah.
That's the easiest thing for me to
6
do.
hour
Right.
P320.
Because like the firearm the firearm that X might require, that he might fit him most comfortably, would be different to what a
6
lady,
hour
a woman.
P320. That's what I want.
A good model.
I find you know plenty of the models he's gone for a fellow who get blank 3 times. Yeah, I find you know plenty model are gone like you went about
I
like
didn't
you
tell
dream about it, but like you went and study it, boy.
I didn't tell you the rest, right?
You didn't tell the rest.
That plenty more I didn't tell you, right?
But
let me ask you something
Sure.
too. The legal aspect of things, right? I think we were talking about this last week as well.
Mm.
And I've heard this already as well. So a man come and let me say he rob you. Right? You pull a knife or
whatever it is.
Right, and he snatch your chain or whatever. Let me say he snatch your chain and go.
Menacing.
But you have a firearm on you.
Yeah.
Right? But it's a snatcher and pull
Snatch
quick
and
rob
run.
you. And he's running away from you. What is the what is the legal way to deal with that?
Where is is always ask this question: is there a lethal threat present and direct towards you?
Nope.
When he's running away?
Nope.
No, well, the
But
threat has passed.
but he could turn around and fire at you.
But
is there a direct? Can you tell me if there is a direct lethal threat towards you at the point when he is running away?
So I was just supposed to let him go?
No.
Are you lawyer?
Jeez.
Now, if you have a gun in his hand and he turn around and starts
Yeah,
to
yeah,
shots
start
behind you,
away, yeah.
it becomes different now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? So if people say you can't shoot somebody in the back. If somebody's running away and turn and they're firing shots while running away and you shoot them in the back. No, but of course then it's going to come into the forensics part of it and the ballistics and it's going to be an investigation. But there must always be that element of a lethal threat towards you or what you apprehend as a lethal threat.
Or a third party.
But so for example, and I say apprehend as a lethal threat because if somebody pulls a fake firearm to you or something you believe to be a firearm, that a reasonable person believe to be a firearm,
right,
you can take lethal action.
Right, because that's a good point you raised because it have some firearms now. Fake firearm that looking like the real thing.
Not even fake fire. There was an incident with someone a few years back where he had a water bottle under a jacket and press against somebody's back and tell him, well, start empty your pocket and whatever. And the man had a fire and went like empty his pocket. Now I wouldn't have done this because if it was a real gun, he could have been shot in his back.
Right.
But he drew the gun, fire right behind him and hit the person in his hip and shot him.
Wow.
Well, the police arrested him and they charged the fella for what you call imitation firearm, which is a firearm charge.
Imitation firearm,
Yeah,
which is
that's a
firearm
specific.
charge.
Yeah, if so, the fellow who had the water bottle.
Uh-huh.
Once I put you under the belief that I have a firearm, it is an imitation firearm. It could be my finger on that jacket, and if I push it to you and say, "Hey, empty your pockets," is that all up or empty it? No, give me everything. I even say it's a firearm yet, yeah, but I have my hand like it's a gun and push in a jacket. Then it's still an imitation firearm.
It's an imitation firearm.
Yeah, that is in the law. It's provided for. It's a firearm offense.
And that could get you killed if you're running to a man with a firearm and
he's
a
legally protected because you have intentionally put him under the belief that it's a firearm.
Wow. All right. So what we was talking last week, because I said last week, brother, I point you down, and when the police reach, you go deal with that.
No,
but that is trouble. That problem.
So
but
when you come
that,
to my course and do
that element of turning around and firing at you, that's changes the scenario slightly, but you have to prove that. That's the issue.
But has there ever been a scenario where a firearm user, maybe you can answer this, that a firearm user has ended up in a situation like that and get locked up?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's happened. In terms of somebody with their back turned and so it has actually happened to someone a few years ago. If I'm not mistaken, it was a police officer more than a few years ago who someone attacked him with a cutlass outside his house and swing the cutlass with such force that could have taken off his head if the police officer slipped and fell down.
Wow.
And the man with the cutlass swung with such force that his entire body turned around. And while the officer was going on the ground, he fired shots up at him. And some shots collect him in his back. And it ended up as a situation where, and this is why I tell people, I mean, in the course I teach people how to exactly what to do, what to say, what to not say. A senior officer said, Ori, and this was from a specialist unit, and a senior officer told him, here, wait, what? Now, this report so you're safe, whatever. Based on the report, they went and locked up the officer, and the officer was in remand. his attorney, he had a good attorney who made sure he didn't have to spend as much time as. Honestly, I was shocked to hear how quick he get out. It was a matter of months, and that is insanely fast. He got out eventually because of that, but saying the wrong thing at that point in time, given the scenario.
So you had to know to. All right. So you had to know to. You had to know what to say.
You had to know what to say, and more importantly, what not to say. And
all that is part of their provisional.
Let me tell you something as well. And again, I don't care who messaged me vex, I'll tell them they're wrong. A lot of instructors give you a line that they say you need to use with the police. Somebody attack you, and you end up shooting them. I discharged my legal firearm in the direction of the attacker. I was right. I was attacked, and I drew my legal firearm and discharged it. You don't talk too much. If you have discharged your firearm, and somebody you understand something. When you discharge that firearm, you don't know what facts muddied in your head. You don't know what you're confused. You know.
Yeah,
adrenaline is pumping.
Yeah.
Your brain is clouded. Adrenaline is pumping. When that happens, I tell people the most you want to tell police is that you were attacked. I'm a victim. I tell people usually if police come to I tell them how to rest on the gun, what to do when you see the blue lights, everything. And the most you want to tell them is I'm the victim. And if they ask anything else past that, I want to see my attorney, speak to my attorney.
All right.
And what to do if your attorney can't make it right away, what to tell them. I want to speak to my attorney. When your attorney comes, speak with your attorney privately and let your attorney have a good attorney and let your attorney handle it. You don't talk about, well, I discharged my license firearm in direction of the attacker. Don't say none of that. Express that you were the victim so the police understand that one, you have said you were the victim of whatever. And that's even going far for some attorneys will tell you. But that's what I'll tell people, that's the most they should see.
All right. Well, to the end of that, I want to also say there's a thing called variation that most people use to get an extra firearm, basically, right? Because most times if you discharge your firearm, it is most likely taken from you by the TTPS and used as a ballistics and whatever, and goes through a whole long process. And sometimes all 6 months and 12 months you ain't get back your firearm yet, and you are left.
Sometimes yes.
And you are left unprotected.
Yes.
Right. In terms of that, how we deal with issues?
The first thing I would say is that I want to mention in terms of the Forensic Science Center and their testing, they're severely understaffed and overworked. And underpaid on top of everything.
Right.
I'll say that's first of all. Now, when they having additional firearms in some cases that happened not too long ago, the police took the firearm book, which they don't need to take, and took all the firearms. They lost a court case a few years ago for that, where they took all the firearms under one book because they investigated, and the judge said, "Well, why did you take? You don't need to take the other firearms. This is not the subject of investigation."
Right.
So even if you have one firearm, there's something I had recommended a few years ago when I was working with the TTPS, and the recommendation unfortunately was not I won't say it wasn't taken, it wasn't implemented by the time I had left, which is that we have modern ballistic testing. When you get a gun, a legal firearm, you go to the Forensic Science Center, they test it, they record,
before you get your book,
3 wrongs. Now you get your book ready. You get your book, you get your gun. They give you a time limit to go to the Forensic Science Center. Go and do a forensic sheet there. They do the testing for you. They take it. They take your shells. They take your bullet. Take your gun and you take your gun and you go. And they record it. They give you something to take back to TTPS to show that you've done the ballistics. If you get into a shooting, the ballistics now will match the gun. Right? Now
and grooves.
But here's the thing. I said this. If there's no contention in the policy document I written, if there is no contention as to who discharged your firearm, if I say I have discharged my firearm to defend myself, why are you taking it to the ballistic purpose of ballistics to confirm if it is a gun? I'm telling you, yes, I am not. It's no contention. If I say I shoot it, well, okay. Now we have
we have to run right. Now we have
I have shot.
Understood.
Your lawyer come advise you. Yes, this so and so happened in this scenario. I tell you what happened. I admit I discharged my firearm to protect myself. So be it. Okay, so why are you taking the gun? What I had recommended is you'll have the ballistics will match. If you do that, you can do that without having the gun. And take a picture of the firearm. Match the shell ballistics to the ballistics in forensic science. If it match, or the bullet, depending on if they take it out or whatever it is, match it, take pictures, take your photo of the FUL, the booklet, everything, and hold those documents for investigation. There's no need to take the book, there's no need to take the firearm. In most scenarios.
But okay, there's no need to. But
they still do.
Legally take it.
They still do.
They can, but
Up to
again,
now they still do.
They do, but again, the courts have ruled on it, and sometimes the police are violating what the courts say in terms of it. The courts have ruled of certain scenarios when they consider it unreasonable to detain your firearm for over a certain length of time.
Okay. So the police, all right. So the police may not be aware of that,
or not care.
But you are within your rights once you legally with the information that you give in. You within your rights as the owner to say, I don't have to give him a firearm.
No, you're not the right to say
No,
that.
you're not the right to say
You're not
that.
the right to say that. The police could take it for
confiscate
you.
it
A
still,
senior,
yeah.
senior officer. A senior officer
could take it from
Yeah, that could happen. A senior officer could take it from in that scenario.
Okay.
However, now there are cases where the police did, and I'm not going to knock the police fully. There are cases where some senior officers have taken the firearm and in 2 weeks the person get back. They have some, when they determined that it was not needed for investigation. They have some cases where certain senior superintendents in charge of division said, "Now, well, that's for your protection. There's no contention. If we have to confiscate it, we'll take care of that if you're the subject of investigation or so. But for now, no problem."
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
That's how it should
Proper
be.
discretion.
Because you're using your firearm, you know, it should be a case where if you don't have to go further, right? You leave the person with the firearm. Why you now shoot our hand?
Yeah,
and you taking my firearm and keeping it in your possession, but that's why
And bandits know that. And the bandits know that. Yeah?
Because I remember a policeman told me, an inspector, that he had gotten into, well, he acted. This is what happened, man. There was an incident that took place with some boys in the area, and he's a legal firearm owner of outside the duty, right? And he took action, and he intervened, and so on, whatever, play off, right? He said, but because he shot one of the suspects, they had to take the firearm from him.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He said
That's
so.
normally how it goes.
But he was without the firearm, and he made them swing back for him.
Yeah,
and he's a police.
that has happened.
It happened.
And he's a police.
The bandits know the law better than police and civilian. The bandits know what the procedures better. They know how to plan fit. So they know they're waiting for the police
and
to
that's
come
why a
and take the
lot
firearm
of
from
people
you.
let's go for variations because of that. A lot of people let's go for
I remember he
variations.
told me that, and he said, boy, that whole, he said, boy, that, he said, so, and you know what's the result of that? He says, our police now, the man tell me this, if he off duty, and he sees some of me gone, you know, he ain't even going to bother with it.
You see?
Because he know he go pull the firearm. If he had a pull the firearm and put on a man, they want to take it from him again.
Correct. So you see,
that's the whole thing.
So now someone who would act within their duty, but off duty now.
Yeah.
You have taken out a safeguard. You've removed a safeguard for the people, for the citizens.
Exactly.
And you're deterring an officer who is determined to hold by his oath.
Yeah. I remember he told me that, and I was like, wow, boy. I said, so you wouldn't do anything? And he said, no.
Well, he have him and his family to protect now.
And he said, that's exactly what he told me. He said, I can't afford to do that to put my family at risk. He said, so whatever happened across the road or round the corner,
them business.
Right, them business.
Well,
like, wow,
thanks
boy.
a lot, Mr. Paul Nahus, for coming in. But you can talk about your company and tell us, how we can reach you, how we can reach you, how everybody can get on to you, and so on.
Simple. To get in touch with us, you could either WhatsApp 718-4069, 718-4069. WhatsApp that number. That is my number. If otherwise, there's a digital number we have for that the manager by me has.
Right.
So, which is 366-1010.
Oh,
366-1010. That is the one to remember. So you could call or WhatsApp 366-1010 or 718-4069.
Right.
To get any information you need. You can go online. We are Blue Line on Facebook, PDN_Defenses Instagram, but as more competitive shooting and that kind of stuff. But you can reach us on Facebook. You can reach me on Facebook. You can reach, but better if you WhatsApp or call.
WhatsApp, yeah.
And actually this Sunday we're preparing for a session as well where we're going to be doing batches applications because we prepare the things in batches because we try to keep the cost low. We try to keep the cost for everything down. When you come by me, you can do everything in one if you want. You can come and do the application. We make a CSU appointment for you and print it. We do your psychological evaluation. We do your medical. We do your passport photos and all. You have certain supplemental documents of letters of consent. These kind of things we give you. We do a full consultation. Takes about 90 minutes to complete everything on average. And we do it right there for you.
Right there.
And whoever wants to get in on this Sunday, we have a few spots available for this Sunday. And then the next one after that will be in me.
In me. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, man.
We could do it outside that, but it's additional cost because we have to call in doctor and stuff. But
Right.
we consolidate it for people because we give you a very cost-effective way of doing it.
Okay. All right. Well, Paul, we want to thank you for coming in and giving us a little education on firearms and things along that line, all the laws and illegal aspects of it, and keep doing what you're doing, and it was a pleasure seeing you again, man.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, man.
All right, so we're gonna
Have a
take
great
a little
day.
small pause here, people, and then we'll come back and wrap up.
Hey Trisha, I ain't seen you in a while. How business going?
Boy, business real slow these days, and advertising expensive.
You for real? You ain't hear about SBP?
What's that?
Small Business Package. You can advertise your business on radio. They cater for your budget.
You serious?
Yes, girl. Them fellas are Next 99.1, Sweet 100.1, and Talk City 91.1. Real bigging up your thing.
Bold perspectives,
No
voices
way.
you
Tell me
trust.
where,
Talk City
when, and how.
91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take...
Police Credit Union is offering competitive fixed deposit rates of up to 4%. That's up to 4% guaranteed when you invest with a PCU fixed deposit. Visit any one of our locations in Barataria, Arima, San Fernando, or Tobago to get started today. And for more details, you can visit policecreditunion.com or call 612-4PCU. The PCU, your future is safe with the PCU, all right, with the Police Credit Union. So get in on the action, people, all right? And, as we take you down we got about 1, 2, 3, we have 3 minutes till we wrap up this morning. I just want to ask Paul something as he's still here now.
Sure.
Paul, what kind of firearm you recommend for me? I could go and Google it now.
Ask this
man, I don't know. Like I feel he went and organized to buy one already. I feel so strong and so. But listen, I tell people this already. For the brands, you'll always get good brands. Once a reputable brand, it's fine.
Yeah.
Glock, Sig, CZ, 6.5 a dozen to me. Right?
All right.
Same thing.
All of them shooting 9 million.
But what you have to look at really is the dimensions. Subcompact, compact, micro compact. You want to go, first of all, choose your dimensions.
Yeah.
As in what will be suitable for you, for your work, for your lifestyle. And then from there, then you can look at the bells and whistles of the brands.
Because I remember I went oh God boy, we was doing a little thing by a course now. Or it was a little, I can't remember, it was something with Synergy. We was doing, right, with firearms and thing, and we went to Brebner.
Yeah,
right?
Brebner. He was one of the in the academy back in the day.
Yeah.
Armor, yeah.
And boy, I catch my tail to load them bullet in that chamber. Boy, I reach.
I
don't know what to push it down and push it down.
If it was a live wrong, that is illegal. He would have transferred fire. He would have transferred ammunition to you illegally and breach the law. If it was
no. It was. I think it was something. No, but it was training for
simulation.
We went for. Oh God, wait, is this thing? Security company. Does have
a shoot?
Precept.
Precept?
Yeah.
But you were precepted before?
We went up. Yeah, we do the
If you are approved and precepted,
Uh-huh.
if you are already precepted, if not, if you're pending,
Yeah.
If you are already precepted, yeah, you could run the training pro. There's a gray area with that,
Right?
Where you could run training and
I used
stuff.
to be
Yeah.
a
It was something like that on the. I remember Obi and I went.
I used to be a member
But
of
boy,
Chop and Skeet and Defensive Pistol.
And then if some people have FUECs where they could use the club guns.
Right.
They have that as well, but that's not being issued right now.
Right. But the thing was hard. Boy, I reached. I think it's 17.
It's 15. 15.
No, it was at 17. Was at 17.
Springs ain't breaking yet. That's what.
Serious?
Let me tell you something.
Brother, I reached 15. I was like,
some magazines have a very long breaking period with that. Yeah?
Serious?
Yeah.
But I say what me.
When you buy a car new, right? You go on the highway, you just hit gas and run down the highway. It takes some time for the oil to go through, and you gotta break it in a little bit, right? You gotta break it in. A gun is a mechanical device, eh?
Right. And I remember the first thing. I remember one of the first things he said. I think he put it on the table, and he said, "See that fire? That fire will never go off unless somebody pick it up." You understand?
Modern firearms have redundant safety systems in them.
Yeah.
So that's fair about it. Just going out. A gun just don't go off.
It don't just go off.
Something happened to me at time. I go on the range and firing normal, and had about 4 rounds in my pocket.
Yeah.
And driving off, and I had to drive back in to drop it off because leaving the grounds with live ammunition is offense.
Is an offense as well. Yeah.
Even if you have the FUEC, if you don't have permission, depends on what you have permission to carry based on your license.
Right. All right, but we got to wrap things up. The 12 o'clock news at noon is coming up. Courtesy TTT X. Give them your closing.
Even just of minds have a genius of expressing the obvious. So stop walking around the tongue with your blinkers on as you just mirroring to our post. Have a good day, TNT.
Yes, I. So I think Alex and I don't know if it's Sharon or who coming in. Not Sharon.
Not Sharon.
All right, well, Alex coming in with somebody. And they'll take it at 12:30 after the news. So look out for that. And then you got Officer Shabadi taking in front. He'll take it at 1:30. We are out for today. Until tomorrow. We'll close the week on Friday. On a good note, a positive note. We gone.
TTT News at noon. Topping the news at this time.